Hey guys, give me a second. I am just getting the camera set up. Let me grab the link for the show. I think Bubba sent it to me last night. This music is courtesy of Grey Gardens. Hey guys! Who all we have in the chat? We got JMO, Valami, Valiki, and Michaela, and Midnight. Welcome guys, hope you're having a good Saturday. Sorry, it took me a little bit longer than normal to get ready. This outfit, turns out, it took way longer to put on than I remember. I forgot I had to put contacts in too, so I didn't account for the time it would take to put on my contacts. Which is actually a long time because I don't wear much. But I can't wear my glasses when I'm wearing this, obviously. I put it on midnight. I hope it was worth the wait. I didn't put the gloves on. I need to go grab them. Okay, so before I go grab my gloves, check out my nails. They are awesome. They're so pretty. I got them done today. Hey, Balami. Hold on a second. Let me grab my gloves. Alright, so I got my gloves here to go with the costume. Hey GMO, it is. I turned off the heater in my room. Yeah, I did. I had to turn off the heater in my room because I had the portable heater going. It's not too bad now that it's kind of cold. It'll probably get cold later. Hope you guys are having a good Saturday. Alright, so we're gonna watch... Are these all the Christmas movies? Or these are all of the... These are all the movies, right? I think... What did Bubba say? The episodes were. So we're gonna watch the DBZA Christmas movies. Oops. Everyone just saw my Discord. Because I forgot what screen it was gonna pop up on. Oh, okay. So it's 3, 4, and 11. Oh, thank you for letting me. Yeah, the whip comes with it. I don't have the whip with me. The whip's in the box. But yes, it comes with a whip. I don't know how to use it, so I'm not sure how much good it does anybody, really. I like this music. Grey Gardens, it just got me feeling really chill. It reminds me of at Christmas time when I was a kid, driving back from my grandparents. My parents would always play like jazz music. This is what it reminds me of. Okay. Get comfy here. It's hard to move in this thing. Alright, pause the music. You're in Jacksonville? That's cool. Are you visiting Michaela? Alright. There's Great Gardens channel if you want to check it out. So I think the first Christmas movie is episode 3, Christmas Tree of Might, Part 1. So we watched Dragon Ball Z abridged Christmas movies tonight. Tell me if I need to adjust the volume anymore. I think I can turn Mozilla up.
They longed for a tree both tall and rare, and for some unknown reason, Oolong was there.
Hey, Oolong!
With eyes full of wonder and faces all grins. This, my dear viewer, is where our story begins.
Oh wait, I need to turn on Canadian captions. Let me pause there real quick. We need to turn on the Canadian captions. Oh, they don't have a Canadian caption option in this one. It's just either off or on. Never mind. Yeah, you use it.
Tomorrow to search for our perfect Christmas tree.
Hey, did anyone take care of that fire?
What fire?
Got that?
I'm watching it.
I thought you said you were watching the fire.
I was. It was beautiful.
Poor animals. Their Christmas is ruined now.
Oh, they remind me of the evil critters from
Wish there was something we could do for
South
them.
Park.
Wish? I got it. We could use the Dragon Balls. We got the Dragon Balls.
They're going to use the Dragon Balls to repair the forest? This is very 2019. Wait, what just happened?
Eternal dragon. State your...
They have them already?
No way. No, not you again. Has it even been a year?
It's been 1 year, 2 months, and 15.
Shut the hell up.
Oh, mighty Shenron. We called you forth to help us in this dire time.
They
This beautiful land
screwed
full
up
of
the
trees
forest.
and life has been burned to the ground.
So you want me to restore life to this desolated forest?
Hell no. I want a Christmas tree.
Oh my god!
A tree.
Not just any tree.
That's worse.
The perfect Christmas tree.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
The Charlie Brown Christmas tree.
I'll give you the best damn tree you've ever seen.
Hey, Big Time Gaming!
Don't
Meow. How are you doing tonight? They got them during the intro? Did I miss something?
Sir, our navigation system just changed course. We're en route to a new planet, Earth.
Does it contain the sufficient amount of joy?
According to our sensors,
Is it loud enough, by the way, guys? Because I can try to turn it up.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, copyright strike.
Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell. Rock, dragon.
You are not allowed to go camping again, young man.
But Mom, Oolong's the one who burned down the forest, not me.
I don't care whose fault it is. You need to be responsible. Remember, if you don't act like a good little boy, Santa won't bring you any presents this year. Go
Goku.
Okay. He's just
Hey,
gonna
Dane North Star,
And
thank
what do you
you.
like?
How are you
Comic
doing
books?
tonight?
See? He brings you what you like.
Well, what am I getting for Christmas?
Poor,
Same thing as last
poor-
year, Goku.
Oh,
Poor
so that
Chi-Chi.
thing you do with your mouth?
Not in front of Gohan.
poor Chi-Chi's got like
So, why did you spend
2 children.
money on this car instead of buying Christmas gifts for your friends?
Quar, the only gift they need is the gift of Yamcha.
Oh my god.
Refundable gift, isn't it?
That's
Just like
not
this car.
refundable.
it is time. Plant the tree of might. The Christmas tree of might.
I just realized Catwoman is kind of a Christmas costume.
Let the Yuletide
Batman Returns is a Christmas movie.
celebrations begin.
Hey, Michaela.
So yeah, I'm gonna have to crash with you guys for
Yay, Jasmine T.
Crash. like your car.
Yes, Goku. Like my car.
I can't believe the wreckage landed on your house.
Neither can I. And since I
Ugh.
put all my money into the car,
That's
I'm pretty
terrible
much
luck.
destitute.
You know, studies say that depression hits worse during the holiday season. That's why the suicide rates are so high.
The more you know.
Like your car.
They're so mean to Yamcha.
I'm always up for that.
King Kai, is that you?
I just wanted to call you up and wish you a Merry Christmas.
Oh, shucks, King Kai. You too.
Yeah, also thought I'd tell you about the evil space pirates who are killing your planet.
Spacing the what now?
The
You
what?
see, a group of space pirates have sought out your planet, and with it are growing an evil, evil tree.
How evil?
It's literally sucking the Christmas joy out of the entire planet.
Dun dun dun.
Disney evil.
Well, that's all from
Disney
here.
evil.
I'm gonna go spike the eggnog and watch Gregory get smashed. Merry Christmas!
All right, guys, group meeting. So, it turns out someone just planted a gigantic tree
Hooray! My tree!
that is sucking the Christmas joy out of the entire world.
I mean, oh no! Who would be so dastardly?
So, my plan is we get the dragon.
Is that
balls
the
and push it
tree
away.
that the
Oh,
dragon
I'm
made?
kidding. We're gonna go blow it up. Didn't work.
Damn, if we don't act soon, Christmas is going to be ruined forever.
Wait a minute, Tien, Chaozu, what are you two doing here? Aren't you Jewish?
Hey, I'm just trying to be culturally sensitive, you Buddhist ass.
Well, happy holidays to you too.
I think the only
Tien
course of
is
action left
Jewish?
is to reason with it.
Goku?
Big tree, if you don't leave right now, I'm gonna have to beat you up.
Goku!
I never
trees
picked up on that
can't-
before.
Why don't you come up here and try it?
You know what? I don't care anymore.
Who the hell are these guys?
We are from the planet of misfit minions.
We're all the servants of Santa Claus are sent.
We were all lost, hope forsaken.
But now Turles has given us a new chance at life.
Aww.
And revenge.
Revenge
Why
for
were we
what?
banished in the first place?
Some of us did things. Terrible things.
Things that some of us regret, and some of us don't.
Take me, for example. I was but a humble mall Santa, trying to bring children joy.
That was a
So
mall
what
Santa?
happened? Well,
Scary.
a young child asked me for a fire truck.
Aww.
So I dropped one in his house.
Aww.
Then there was my brother and I.
We were once elves working at Santa's workshop.
Until a robot we made to aid production went on a murderous rampage.
La 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 la.
Yikes. Wait a minute, that doesn't cover you. What'd you do?
Something so evil, I am forever on Santa's naughty list.
That's why you shouldn't drink soda in stream.
possibly?
I raped Rudolph.
He
Dibs on not
raped
fighting that
Rudolph?
guy.
We have to save Christmas, guys. Let's go.
Jinga! The great jingle bell.
I'm definitely getting copyright
You mean
strikes.
Jingle Bell, right?
No, Jinga and Bottle.
No. Jingle Bell.
Jinga!
Jinka Baru.
You know, you look like one of the kids I let sit on my lap once. Course, he was a cancer patient. Asked me if I could get rid of his cancer.
Oh god, this is going exactly where I think it is.
No,
isn't it?
it's terrible.
No more cancer.
God, you are one of the worst mall Santas ever.
You're one of the
Those
worst
ones who
small
molest
Santas
kids.
ever.
So I'm the worst.
Right
mall
behind the
Santa.
ones that
Oh,
molest
come on.
kids. That's how bad child molesters are. Blowing up kids is not as bad as molesting them.
Come on! Come on, damn you! Shut up, you cowardly
What is Yamcha doing?
fat motherfucker!
I'll make you pay, like the rest of them! I told you I'm not an elf, I'm just really short! Damn, Claus lover!
Yeah, Jinga Baru? Yeah, I kind of figured Jinga Baru is like them saying jingle bells with
Did I just
Japanese
smash the
pronunciation.
Where are the others?
There's no L
Deadline is
sound
soon.
in
It's gonna be too late
Japanese.
to go caroling. Oh, hey Dad, what's with the getup? It's not Halloween, it's Christmas.
Christmas? I hate Christmas.
You're not my dad!
I hate gingerbread houses. I hate presents and
So
toys.
this is Turles.
I hate reindeer and all of the good girls and boys.
I hate the Who's down in Whoville and all of their songs. I hate their wumpets and flumpets and
Goobagga
bronze.
bronze.
I hate carols and sleigh rides and fa la la.
He's got to tell still.
But above all things else, I hate Santa Claus.
Don't talk about Santa!
You're saying, aren't you? How lucky you were to never suffer my injustice.
Aw, poor
However,
Gohan.
after my tree is done with this planet, you'll be left with no L to speak of. What? Who's there?
Bitch, you look like Goku.
And you look like a Yoshi.
I get that. Now hand
You
over
look
the
like
kid.
a Yoshi.
Oh, you want this kid?
I want him.
You want this kid?
I want him.
You want this kid?
I want him.
You want?
I want that kid!
Hi, Mr. Piccolo.
Hi,
Merry
Mr.
Christmas.
Piccolo.
Mr. Piccolo.
Yeah, you're gonna stay right there. Now, how about I show you a little
How
trick
is
I
it
learned?
that Deepak
Put pressure
hasn't
down
taken
this part of your
Gohan
back.
away from his parents?
Your tail grows back.
And
Look. It's the Star of Bethlehem. You know what that means.
And Jesus is born?
Yeah. Only instead of Jesus, it's a giant monkey.
What?
I don't see the parallel.
Yeah, oh.
Gohan! Oh man, if Chi-Chi finds out about this, I might not get mouth present.
Now, what will you do? Son against
Hey,
father, father
fat
against son, in a
frickin',
battle
because
to the death.
the regular Dragon Ball Z doesn't have Christmas episodes.
Well played.
The following is a non-profit fan-based parody.
Yep.
Dragon Ball Z, and Dragon Ball
Oh, yeah,
are all
this
owned by
is
Funimation,
part
Toei
2.
Animation, Fuji
Okay,
TV,
we're
and Akira
good.
Toriyama. Please support the official release.
It's okay, Gohan. You're safe. Now go to sleep. And in the morning, Santa will have brought all of your presents. And by presents, I mean books.
Poor Gohan only gets books for Christmas.
Savor this moment, Kakarot.
Buff
It will be the
kids
last
look
one you
so
ever have with your
weird.
son.
He knows my Saiyan name. So you must be Vegeta.
Wait,
What?
Think
What?
I'm silly Vegeta. It's not Halloween.
It's Christmas.
Take that costume off.
I'm not Vegeta. I'm just another Saiyan who escaped the destruction of our planet.
Oh.
Goku's so
That means
dumb.
he's like an evil me. Only he doesn't have a goatee. I'm gonna
Because
imagine
evil
him
twins always have goatees.
so evil.
Hello, Shawnee. How's it going? How are you doing tonight?
Now it's just down to you and me.
Yes, me and you.
Turles.
Oh, and my 5 misfit.
What does Turles
But
mean in
what about my
Japanese?
friends?
We all had eggnog and Christmas fudge.
Really?
Nice.
Wasted them like figgy pudding.
You never waste figgy pudding.
Defend the figgy pudding at all
I just
costs.
smashed the Krampus.
This has gone on long enough.
And just
You
snap-
don't even understand why I'm
smash the
here, do
Krampus.
you?
All I heard was, look at me. I hate Christmas because I'm a big jerk.
And who wouldn't be a big jerk after the injustices I suffered? On planet Vegeta, we heard all about all the other planets that Santa would visit. We heard of the joy he brought children.
Did they not
of the presents,
visit
of the
Planet
merriment. And I
Vegeta?
was denied! Planet Vegeta never got Christmas. No, all we got was Frieza Day.
Frieza
Well,
Day?
what'd you get for Frieza Day?
He blew our planet up!
That's sad. But I
That is
still can't let
sad.
you steal the joy from Earth.
Dragon Ball
Well, that
Z
all
abridged?
he does.
Shawnee?
What?
See, these fruit hold all the joy from Earth. When I eat it, I will gain Earth's joy.
Why are you so evil?
Deal with it.
Turles ate of the fruit, and so they say, his power level grew 3 sizes that day.
That's not good.
Now, denounce your faith!
No.
Denounce your faith in Santa Claus!
Faith in Santa Claus?
Well then, bah humbug. Well, now that that's over, time to plan a bitchin' New Year's party.
What? I thought he hated Christmas. He likes New Year's?
Christmas can't be
Save
gone.
Christmas, Goku.
What?
Save Christmas
Some of
for
that
us.
Energy.
Goku, it is I, the anointed saint, the spreader of love.
St.
and
Nicholas!
Oh, wow. It's...
peace. Yes, it is I, Santa. You must defeat him, Goku. You are the only one who can.
But he's got all of Earth's joy. He's too powerful.
No, Goku. The joy
It's all in your
within
heart,
your
guys.
You're right.
Now kick his ass to the North Pole and back.
Yes, Santa.
What the hell? What is this sudden burst of joy?
This is.
Oh, you got a kitty emote.
No! So much joy!
Catwoman boots. I mean, I have boots. I'm not wearing these because I'm sitting in my house.
Look! It's snowing!
It's snowing.
Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is
So delightful. And since we have a place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
It's too bad that Turles was such a Scrooge. We would have happily shared our Christmas with him.
You know, the sad part is, I always tried to visit Planet Vegeta. Problem was, they kept trying to shoot down my sleigh.
He tried to go visit Planet
Now,
Vegeta,
I'm off
they
to
tried to
deliver
shoot
my
down the
presents.
sleigh.
But thank you for saving Christmas.
Anytime, Santa. Bye.
Ho, 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 ho!
On the day in the
Ho, 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 ho.
Wait a second. If that guy wasn't Vegeta, where is Vegeta?
Where is Vegeta? That's a good question. He hasn't been the whole episode.
This is so non-canon it hurts.
Vegeta, tonight you will be haunted by 3 ghosts, and they're all me.
Ooh, so I mean we get a Christmas Carol episode? Jolly Christmas. The best time of the year. What's it say? I forgot I didn't turn it on or anything else. Oops.
And when you walk down the street, say hello to
Treemite is equivalent dog shit to trash team 4-star. Wow. What is that all about? That's
somebody waits for you.
Who are you talking to? Fat prick? That's that's a bit intense. Happy holly jolly Christmas this year. Holly jolly Christmas. She is no longer allowed to fit the movies. Oolong got Bulma's little panties? Christmas this year. Michaela, I can't believe Bubba's not here yet. I even started late. He's still not here.
The following is a non-profit fan-based parody. Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball GT are all owned by Funimation, Toei
Hold on a
Animation.
second. This is not the next one. What's the next one? I thought it was pretty good, Shawnee. 11. We need episode 11. I can't read it. Hold on a second. Episode 11. There it is. This is the last one. I'm sure he's probably working in the shelter.
Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, and Dragon Ball Super are all owned by Funimation, Toei Animation, Shueisha, and Akira Toriyama.
Oh, they have
Please
Canada
support the
subtitles
official
in
release.
this one? Subtitles, English Canada. There we go.
War, greed, pollution, destruction. The world has been overcome.
Aw, that's a cute little elephant.
It cannot be saved. It can only be cold.
Cold?
Christmas. is ho, ho,
What? Plan to eradicate Christmas.
Merry Christmas Eve, Bulma.
And happy holidays, Mr. Piccolo.
You know, I actually do celebrate Christmas.
Really?
Yeah, if you think about it, I'm basically the son of God. Oh, Jesus Christ. Kinda.
Wait, so does that make me the Holy Spirit?
Kinda.
Have any of you seen the news today?
The only thing my dad watches on Christmas is the Rankin Bass Rudolph movie on loop.
Well...
Mammoth stand here live from West City, where a toxic miasma has the local townsfolk collapsing en masse.
Good thing we instant transmission.
In unrelated
Good thing we
news,
popped.
several machines have been descending from the skies via a dark, ungodly orb in the outer atmosphere.
I don't think that's unrelated.
Someone or something is trying to ruin Christmas again. And that's got me.
Why did I get the feeling that he was hoping that would happen?
I've been waiting for someone to try and ruin Christmas again.
Those machines are the ones expelling the gas. It's some kind of aerosolized coal particulates, but something's weird about it.
So what? Is someone trying to kill the whole world with miner's lung?
Be careful, Gohan!
That would be a shitty way to kill the whole world.
Surprised you knew that.
And so is Piccolo. And Bulma.
Oh, you meant character.
And Vegeta.
I am.
Oh, hey, Jeets. When did you get here?
I live here, you dolt.
Could have fooled me.
What's up, Dad? You're looking uncharacteristically
What about
wistful.
Goku's voice?
Well, it's just every Christmas Eve before it was replaced by Frieza.
Alright, but let me have a
I'd sit out
night
on my
or
porch and
morning.
fire
I
into
think
the
it's
night
morning for
sky,
you, right?
hoping to kill Santa.
Get some rest.
Oh, no! You never hit him, did you?
I thought I did once, but it was actually just a paw carrying my brother Tarble.
Tarble is Vegeta's brother?
Body. What I'm saying is it's Christmas Eve and something needs to die. So I'm feeling a little nostalgic.
I have an uncle?
You had an uncle.
There it is. One of the machines that's ruining Christmas. First, we blow them all.
It looks like something
Then
out
we
of
find the creature made 'em and send that
Gundam or
grimacing
something.
green monsters straight to Hiffle.
Not you, Mr. Piccolo.
Who wants to blow it up? 1, 2, 3. Oh, dang it.
And that's how Vegeta saves. Ah, rap.
When I should take a swing at it?
Go to hell, Kakarot.
Oh, please, do go to hell. It's wonderful this time of year.
Frieza!
Frieza!
That's right, monkeys. We have returned for our revenge.
Is that like the royal we?
Yes. Also no.
Loving Princess. I love the Canadian
Brother, we
captions.
agreed on villains of Christmas past. Cooler.
Okay, so like
Cooler.
I show up in July. I'm just here for revenge, more or less.
Slug! And I'm more than happy to take another crack at this nut.
Dark, me!
Dark, you remember me, right?
Of course. Every time I look in the mirror.
No,
He still thinks that Tarble is like his clone.
How's the tree doing? Destroyed. And this is why we don't let the lower class have nice things.
And here we go with the politics.
So, monkeys, dude,
And the racism.
we're here to make this your last Freezer Day on Earth.
Seriously,
racism.
it's always got to be about you, doesn't it?
Well, that is what Father said.
He also said he loved us both equally.
Well, you know how fond Father was of jokes.
And that's why he had you second punchline.
This is really uncomfortable.
Yep, that's
Princess
Christmas.
Trunk.
All right, guys. Let's jingle these bells.
I refuse to fight to that.
Fighting for at the 5-minute mark. Perfect. So let's switch movement Dragon Ball, so 1/3 of the way through fighting is par for the course. It's true. Wait, are they coming back to life somehow?
Killing them isn't working.
What?
Something in the air, Dad.
That's right, fools. Let's just say you're getting a little more than cold for Christmas.
Freezer Day,
Off!
You know,
Freeze a day.
Time where we should all come together.
You're right. So let's all come together. So you can all die together.
God rest ye, monkey gentlemen.
What is Bulma doing? The only useful person here.
I ran a bunch of tests on the gas, and I discovered that it's not just cold, but pure, concentrated naughtiness.
Pure concentrated naughtiness.
And synthesize enough niceness to destroy the
Magic baby blood. Cool.
Right? Now I'm off to go destroy the other machines. Also visit some African warlords.
Did
racist.
nobody shoot her?
Why didn't you?
Because I have you fools.
I'm sorry, dear brother, but I thought it was all about
Can't
you.
shoot women.
Being a prick.
Concentrated naughtiness. Wow.
Cathartic as that was, I don't think this is over.
That cleared up
Feel
quickly.
more like a symptom than a cause. Hold on. Let me check with the big guy upstairs. Hey, King Kai.
Oh, hey, Goku. Merry Christmas.
Happy New
Christmas,
Year.
King Kai. Quick question. Do you know if anyone is attacking the Earth right now?
Oh, yeah, real suspicious looking mini-moon sitting around in your upper atmosphere. I was gonna tell you tomorrow since, you know, it's Christmas.
You just saw this on
Not
TV.
this time zone. Anyway, that thing is overflowing with naughty energy. So whatever you do, be careful. I don't. Whatever. I'm like 5 eggnogs in.
Why are there time zones in heaven?
I see. You have failed me, my dark ornaments. But it is of no concern. Soon.
Are these like some kind of Dragon Balls?
You'll know the true meaning of Christmas.
What are these?
Not on our watch.
Oh, good. Go right on time. Welcome to my workshop.
Workshop
the
of horror.
Star of Bethlehem.
Wait, workshop?
Bethlehem.
Santa's workshop?
Yes, my workshop.
Santa! Dad, he's the one trying to destroy Christmas. But that would make him...
Didn't you meet him last movie?
I'm the one with the list here. I decide
Evil
good
Santa.
and evil. And you're all at the top of my naughty list. Piccolo,
Time zones?
you tried to subjugate the entire planet.
Like 20 years ago.
Father much.
Trunks, you've completely destabilized the space-time continuum with your reckless time travel.
That's absurd.
That's true.
I have no idea what you're talking about. The space-time continuum is fine.
And you, Vegeta.
This is they've all been naughty.
I mean, just wow. There's not enough time in the day. But how about we start with the hole you put in my sleigh?
Ah, I did hit him.
You like did it him.
Lust for battle has endangered not only your family, but your entire planet.
He saved it multiple
And
times
time
though,
again,
that's true.
You are a danger to the entire universe.
That's crazy. How could I ever endanger the whole universe?
That look on his face.
Wait, but what about me?
You're actually on the nice list.
Bye, Shiny
Merry
Cuts.
Christmas, Gohan.
Have a good night. Or day, whatever time it is for you.
Santa? I wonder what it... Oh, it's Moby Dick. In French. Merci beaucoup, Père Noël.
But for the rest of you,
Wow, he is a
and this
nerd.
unsalvageable planet, the only present
Hey
I
Phoenix,
have
how are you
is-
doing tonight?
Got him! Merry Christmas for Vegeta!
Vegeta, no!
Vegeta, yes!
Okay, so did we just save Christmas?
Um,
Again?
No. It's ruined. We killed Santa!
There has to be a good Santa if there's an evil Santa, right?
I knew it!
You think he killed Santa?
Prince of the Saiyans.
Hey, Bubba.
You'll
Just wondering if you're gonna make it.
actions against the mighty claws.
Ah, Yule, like the log, right.
Oh, hold it!
What you destroyed was merely a leftover shell from my Christmas
The mighty
Eve
claws.
illusion. You see, Saiyans, You're not dealing with the average Father Christmas anymore.
Oh my god, he's gone Super Santa!
I'm a right grumpy old elf.
Super Santa. But why go on? I like that line. I'm gonna remember that one. Eat your milk and cookies in hell.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker!
Wait, it was John McCain.
Better watch out. You better not cry.
Oh, this is my jam!
You better not pout.
But you're gonna die.
Because I'm telling you why.
Santa Claus is taking you down. Garden gun!
You what, mate?
Fire!
Why did you just stand there?
It was the last thing you'd expect.
Aw, I thought they were going to kiss for some reason. That's weird.
Child is this who lay to rest on Santa's lap is bleeding!
Hey, Great Mind, how are you doing tonight?
Not really feeling the goodwill towards men up in here.
I'm all out of goodwill, but here's a stocking stuffer for you!
Starting to get real sick of these Christmas.
Can none of y'all dodge? It's like I'm playing a video game or something.
Oh man, this is bad. They're getting pummeled up there. How do we save Christmas? Wait, that's it. I see now. Guys, I figured out his weakness.
Ho, ho, ho.
What? So he does try to hit him really hard.
You see, Santa, Christmas isn't about the presents.
It's about the figgy pudding, guys.
It's not about the figgy pudding.
Clearly not.
Or the pretty lights. Or the obnoxiously catchy music.
Santa?
And most of all, it's not about you.
It's about Piccolo being brought back to life.
Fools! I'll crush your Christmas spirits, and then I'll send this naughty world to oblivion!
Goku's right. Christmas is about the bonds that bring us together.
It's about friends.
If you have it in the chat, Bubba, or in Discord, we can watch it next.
That's the true meaning of Christmas.
This is my favorite Christmas song. So...
And now, he's believes
I'm not being dead.
That's the last Christmas blend.
Yay! Last Christmas fun deserves an applause. How does it affect the earth that's right next to it? That's a good point.
Whoa!
Hey, Moonlight, thank you.
Goku, Gohan, Vegeta, Piccolo, and Trunks?
Gohan.
I hope I can pull it
too
off
big.
like a quarter as well as
go see
Michelle
Santa.
Pfeiffer.
Aww.
And we killed him!
Oh.
Huh, guess he had to be there. Anyway, who wants eggnog?
Who, me?
Ew,
Honestly,
eggnog
this
is
is
so
the best
gross.
Christmas I've ever had.
Damn right. A proper Saiyan Christmas.
You know, a lot of people probably died in that smoke.
Oh, well, we can wish them all back. Tomorrow.
Yes, Boxing Day.
What's the song?
Merry Christmas.
I know the song, but I can't place it. Oh, it's Weird Al. It's Weird Al's Christmas song. Oh, Harumi Suru. Oh, she died in 2017. That's so sad.
Hey folks, hope you enjoyed. Plans were ready.
Alright,
for
Bubba's
Christmas.
got another one
If you
for
did,
us
how
to
about
watch,
you
I
take a sleigh
think.
right over to our Discord and chat up other fans about it.
Let's see if I can pull out a restream chat. Eggnog is disgusting, I'm sorry. I heard they were doing like 12 days of Christmas something. So I was wondering if there's more DBZA stuff to watch related to Christmas. Someone mentioned a stream earlier this week. They had a 12 days of Christmas thing they were working on. Oh, 2.5 Saiyans! I forgot about 2.5 Saiyans. Nice. Yeah, let's watch 2.5 Saiyans. Oh, I'm on the wrong monitor. There we go.
Listen, it was your idea to leave me in charge while you're off on your little business trip, so just let me handle it. Woman,
Oh, it's so weird looking where it's all like 3D.
How hard is it to look
Is
after
that like a
single
Xenoverse
infant?
thing?
Yes, I know all the emergency numbers, but I'm pretty sure I can get him to a hospital faster than
Oh, we'll
an
see,
ambulance.
Bubba.
What do you mean you called his uncle? You don't have a brother. Vegeta!
Top 12 movies? So they're not making new movies.
Oh my god, he's so tiny! I remember when you were this tiny. God,
Why is it all
I watched
3D
you so
looking? It's
far.
so weird.
You mean could've.
But where's his tail?
The woman apparently had it removed at birth.
And you didn't stop her?
I wasn't there!
You are a bad dad and a terrible partner.
I will kill you again.
But don't worry, Unky Nappa's here to help. Tip #1. Whatever you do,
12 days of the
don't
best DBZ
shake the
techniques.
baby.
Don't shake the
Don't grab
baby.
him under the arms and shake the shit out of him while screaming, "You're weak and worthless, and you'll never be king!"
No, don't shake the baby. Never shake the baby,
With a
guys.
rusty, You'll give him a complex. Tip #2. Don't force feed him coffee. It'll stunt his growth.
These tips are oddly specific.
Kids flying out the window.
Shit!
He gave himself.
Go.
Maybe shake him a
Vegeta's a terrible parent. Oh, look at baby Trunks. Where'd he get purple hair, you think?
Stop! Stop this right now! You should yell louder. Stop! Stop!
SFM? I don't know what that
He
is.
outscreamed me. Nobody outscreams Vegeta!
Uh-oh.
Silver medal once again.
Like father like son, they say.
Vegeta, you gotta change him.
Into what? We already established he has no tail.
What do you think that diaper is for?
Oh. Shit.
That's the idea. Okay, now be careful. Babies are known to pee during changing.
I thought he already went. That's why we... Whatever, let's just get this over.
That's some intense peeing.
Hey, look, Vegeta! He's got your stream! What are they feeding you?
He's always
And
got
that's
your
how Christmas
stream.
was known throughout the galaxy as free.
She did have purple hair? She dyes in blue?
And
Oh my god, it's finally over.
it's only scary the first time because you don't know what you're doing, right?
Aw,
Go
like
easy
the
on
little
yourself.
a Dragon Ball
No, when he's,
carousel.
sleeping for some reason. All I want to do is kill anything that might touch him.
Aww.
This was a big ol' softy after all, huh?
You say?
Just saying, Mr. Destroyer of Worlds. Got a baby boy, a nice big house, and a sugar mama that gave you both.
Sugar mama.
Both of your legs, and then literally kick what's left of your ass with them.
all right, I'll get out of your hair. Good night, Trunks.
Good night. My son.
Uh-oh.
This going on my Space-tagram.
Space-tagram.
Get back here!
That's a pretty big house.
Delete that right now! Papa Veggie! Gallic God!
Papa Veggie.
And post.
Oh, you whipped the baby!
You missed.
Okay, did they animate this? Did Team 4 Star animate this themselves? Because it looks really weird. Alright, let's see. So what's the 12 days of Christmas thing they're doing? Okay, here we go. Top 12 techniques. We gotta find number 12. I'm on the wrong screen again. I always do that.
Kiko, howdy ho! Tension Han managed to squeak into the list, and not just because I stand this three-eyed cowboy for life.
The Kiko
He's
is one
sitting
of
on
those
Santa Nappa's
techniques,
lap.
a forbidden technique. A technique with cost. And let us tell you, there is nothing we love more than a technique with a downside attached to it.
You can make any technique as overpowered as you want, as long as the downside can match its upside. And with the Kikoho, one's body is put under incredible stress when it's used. But Kiko, oh boy, is the power impressive.
It's enough to have effectively
Kiko,
annihilated
oh
Goku
boy.
if he'd stayed in the ring during the 22nd World Martial Arts Tournament, and keep an opponent dozens of times stronger than him at bay long enough to save the day. All while striking a sick pose and shouting like a goddamn madman to pull it off. It does have to be stated that this technique is effective in theory, but in practice, it's never done any significant damage to any particular opponent, with the exception of some Frieza soldiers.
And that's truly unfortunate, because the ones who got to whip out
okay,
this
that
bad
makes
boy
sense.
truly helped give him some much-needed representation to the human cast. His sacrifice after the death of Chaozu and his attack on Cell are tremendous moments for both him and the rest of the Earthlings.
It doesn't hurt that the pose itself just looks awesome. Whereas a lot of the other techniques have pretty plain stances, there's just something about that pose that feels in line with classic martial arts techniques. Speaking of, it's called the tri-beam in the dub, but he actually makes more of a diamond shape most of the time, doesn't he? Yeah, but the three eyes, hand placement, and the fact that spirit cultivation gun doesn't quite translate
Is
well
it
into
more of a
English
diamond
probably
shape?
influenced the change in name, especially since this was
I
back
always
before
thought it
they
was more
felt
like a
comfortable
tri
reading the names
shape.
in
Maybe it
Japanese.
is more of a
Still
diamond
not as
shape.
bad as Destructo Disc.
Wait, is that why you guys kept it as Kikoho and abridged?
I you not. The actor for Tenshinhan pushed for Kikoho hard. Of course, for me, that's selling blood to a vampire. Also, fun fact, if you use Takahata's creative character voice in Xenoverse 1 and 2, the names for Kikoho and Shin Kikoho are
Geometry!
and
Advanced geometry!
respectively.
Back on topic, though, this is just one of those heavy-hitting moves that we feel is underrated in a vast cornucopia of techniques in the Dragon Ball universe. Of course, its rare usage, lack of effectiveness within the story, and lack of popularity put it at the bottom of this list.
Yeah, I
Big
don't
enough
remember
impact on us
like
to
the
feel like it
tri-beam
had to
ever
make it
being
on here.
successfully
It may be
used for
controversial,
anything
but
in
we had
Dragon
to
Ball
stand by the
Z.
choice. Now, we hope that's okay.
As a matter of fact, it isn't.
Well, nobody asked you, Tien.
Ah.
Oh, that's cool.
Dreams.
So this is. Let's see. That's. Oh, here we go. Here's the playlist. There we go. Cool. We got the playlist.
11.
Time skip.
Kaiser.
Please, tell me this isn't here because you desperately wanted Goku versus Hit Round 2 to make it into our top 12 fights.
I'm not
I am
familiar
not
with time
offended,
skip.
Kaiser, but I am wounded, sir. No, the time skip is here because time abilities kick ass, you son of a bitch!
Yeah,
Another
time
character in
abilities are
Dragon Ball
pretty
getting
cool.
a time ability after Goldo was a pleasant surprise, and unlike Goldo, Hit's a genuine martial artist and an assassin, making this already dangerous ability a kiss of death for damn near any opponent.
It definitely helps that the first time we see it, it's to job the living balls out of Vegeta, who'd just been on a winning streak in the Universe 6 tournament. At first,
This
it's hard
must
to
be
tell how
past.
Hit's
This
able
must
to
be
ruin
one of the
every
Xena
centimeter
Saga or
of Vegeta's
something. I'm not
princely
familiar
shit.
with
But Goku picks up on it
Vegeta
just
with blue
soon enough
hair.
to start a countermeasure.
But only after making him work his ass off for it, landing some pretty painful blows in the meantime, and keeping Goku on the back foot with
Oh,
ease.
it's in
a
DB
puzzling sign
Super?
at first,
Yeah, I
it was
haven't
a
watched
great way to
DB
establish a
Super.
remarkable ability able to combat post-Boo Goku, without it just being another case of higher numbers. But it's not so overpowered that it requires Dio Brando levels of pontification to f it up. He's only able to skip a mere 1/10 of a second at first. But when you're moving at supersonic speeds, you cover more ground than a coked up cheetah, and that 1/10 of a second is a lazy scroll in the daisies. Of course, much like Dio, he develops it over his fight with Goku, and while our pro tag Blunt forces his way through the attack by way of Kaioken times blue, the next time we see it, he's assassinating some scumbag and looking like an utter boss while he does it. Yeah, as it turns out, Hit can store away time and then slip into another dimension before popping back into ours. And watching him utilize this ability to do his job,
it's pretty cool.
Those are some tasty donuts.
Time abilities are always super OP, and they're always cool. That's why JoJo villains literally cannot seem to stop ending up with them. The mind-bending feats one must go to just to combat
It was
such a
one of the
threat
very
is a
beginning.
great
Yeah, I'm not
opportunity for
familiar
cool
with it.
fights
This
and
is like all
clever
new.
plays.
Wait,
And
that
we won't
looked
lie,
wrong.
It kind of helps that this technique is owned by the
This is
best
kind of all
addition
new to
the
me.
Dragon Ball cast post Z.
Hold up, Kayflay doesn't use that time skip.
I don't know who she
Obviously
is.
meant Jiren. Oh my god. Seriously though, if there is one giant downside to this technique, it's that even with how strong it is against a super opponent, the longer the fight drags on, the easier it becomes for your opponent to read your movements and pick up on the patterns.
It's also a bit visually uninteresting a lot of the time, though it should be noted that the few bits we get to see within Hit's pocket dimension are fantastic. And the glass aesthetic was a brilliant choice to communicate the ability's effect.
Some people might wonder, what about Goldo? He could stop time for as long as he could hold his breath. Isn't that a better technique?
That's
To which I
pretty
say,
cool.
Yes, practically. But there are other deciding factors that helped Hits come out on top this time, including the amount it's used within the series, the effectiveness it has against Hits opponents, and that it looks super fucking cool in fighters. Hearing everything looks cool in fighters.
Damn it, I really wish we could have made it our #1 game for 2017.
Maybe 2020 should be top 12 changes we'd make to past DBZAs. Ooh, let me go first. Number 12. Make Kaiser pronounce Goku correctly.
Oh, give me a fucking break.
How's Kaiser say Goku? Oh.
Konnichiwa, what's up, minasan?
And welcome back to what was it? What was that one?
Oh, I'm just trying out more bilingual portmanteaus.
Kaiser, as co-owner of this company, I'm going to have to ask you to stop immediately.
Well, Sumima, excuse
Wait,
me,
so he's
princess.
Kaiser?
I will take you to
How's
court.
he pronouncing Goku
DBZA?
wrong?
Happy Broly Days, folks. We're back at it again with another advent calendar of judgment.
Wait, us judging the
Advent calendar
criteria,
of
or the
judgment?
audience is judging us? It's both. I know it's both.
And speaking of the criteria, I've got a
I feel
quick
like I have to
question for the
adjust
two
my
of you.
glasses, so
What
I'm not
is
wearing
a
them.
classic staple of all shonen anime?
Filler?
Inconsistent animation?
Too many characters.
Power creep? Techniques. It's technique. Oh my god. Look, it's techniques. You can't have a shonen battle without them, like Yusuke Urameshi's Spirit Gun!
Or Naruto's Rasengan!
Or Ryo from City Hunter when he blows you up with a bazooka before running you over with a sick-ass red mini that
Goku.
shoots a bunch of barrels that explode and he looks like a badass! Ryo was my main in Jump Force.
Excuse me, a main in Jump Force?
It was a fun game, Scott! Techniques are what make a battle shonen, and some of the most famous techniques in the entire genre can be found in Dragon Ball. From the Spirit Bomb to the Tri-Beat.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that, Michaela. He's wearing an Iron Maiden shirt. It's kind of weird that none of them are wearing like a Dragon Ball Z
So,
shirt.
for this DBZA, we'll be
Why
going
Iron
over
Maiden
our top
shirt?
12 techniques of Dragon Ball. I don't think we necessarily have to describe what constitutes a technique, but we definitely want to point out that transformations do not
Like, why
count.
isn't any of them wearing like
top
one of those
12
huge
transformations will be
Hawaiian
next
Dragon Ball
DBZA.
Z
The
shirts
deciding
that were
factors are
popular
pretty
in the
simple
90s?
this time around. First, versatility. How easy is it to use and in how many different ways?
Second, effectiveness. How well does the technique work both practically and within the story?
Third, popularity. How much do people think of it when they think of Dragon Ball? And fourth, and most importantly, coolness factor. Because it's Dragon Ball. It's gotta be cool.
It's gotta be
Any
cool.
other technique variations and even upgraded versions of techniques.
I guess so,
the
Michaela.
Shin Kikoho is still the Kikoho, and the foot Kamehameha is still the Kamehameha.
And just a reminder that these opinions are strictly our own, and these lists are meant to be a celebration of Dragon Ball, not some rigid objective ranking system.
Something Battle of Z.
Something get good, fuckers. Something let's get started. Enjoy, folks.
Something, let's watch it. Wait, so that was the introduction. I should have watched that first. Oh well. I'm not sure why that was like third down in the playlist. Weird. And now we're on 10, and that's so odd.
10.
Special Beam Cannon is a dumb name, right?
Oh, totally.
Special
What makes
beam
it special?
cannon.
That it's a spiral? Just call it Spiral Beam Cannon.
Why is
It's
it special
better than
beam
human
cannon? That's a good
impaling light
point.
killing gun. I categorically disagree.
Well, doesn't matter what you call it. It only matters that it's cooler than a polar bear's bullocks after a long sit down. At this point in the series, we'd never gotten a technique quite like this with such a long wind-up time. But seeing it in full effect is sick nasty, if you'll mind my 90s upbringing.
Looks pretty
It's a
scary.
beam, it's a drill, it's a Saiyan
It's a
killing
beam and a
death blast,
drill.
and it gets the mother job done.
And we know what you're all thinking at home. But guys, it's only ever effective once. Every other time on Dragon Ball proper, it does dick all. To which we say, sure, but name another attack that makes you think of Piccolo more. And don't say like grenade.
Came
Never
back
mind.
from
I was gonna
Christmas
say
Heist. That would have been good, Bubba.
You always say Hellzone grenade. But yeah, the Makanko Sapo. Jesus, Kaiser, am I really gonna have to read this every single time?
Should have got me a bag full of
Makanko
stuff.
Sapo is the first new technique
dressed up as a
introduced
cat
in Dragon
burglar.
Ball Z, and it is a
big
doozy.
red Christmas
Its lasting
bag.
impression on the fandom is hard to quantify, but its power is undeniable and its design is super unique. It's a move that's legitimately made to kill, from both its name down to its drill aesthetic. And kill it does, ending both Raditz and Goku's lives in one of the most brutal scenes in all of Dragon Ball. Its kill count is already higher than most of the techniques on this list.
And again, we can't overstate how cool it looks. Few other techniques are quite as detailed and unique looking as this one. This corkscrew cannon is always a treat to see in action, even when it's non-canon or not fully
Even when it's non-canon.
5 minutes is the apparent loading time for the technique, and that's
What?
That's just not practical in most battles. Yeah, and unless you're willing to go full DP like Goku did, you're rarely
I had a
going to hit
Christmas
the mark
hat
with this
somewhere. I don't
dangerous
know what I
demon
did with
drill.
it. I might have thrown
And
it
while we
away.
do love us some drawbacks, it does feel like the drawback here outweighs the benefits. And unfortunately, even in Super, when he literally has the chance to lock down Frost, his opponent cheats his way out. But at least we got to see it effectively used in Super against those Universe 6 Namekians in the Tournament of Power.
It's undeniable that this technique is Piccolo's signature move, and that alone
Whoa,
could
what
probably
game
put
is
that on
that?
this list. But giving its
That
killing
looks
proficiency
really
and badass
old.
design, it had to make it to the top 10.
Nintendo
Hey, did you know they
64
called
maybe?
it Light of Death in the Viz manga translation?
I've got one better. The big green dub called it Magical Needle Attack. Oh, my grandma used that to make a sweater once. She impaled herself. The funeral was last week. How was the sweater? It's a little itchy.
I like the logo they came up with.
This is just teleportation, right? Why do we gotta call it
Instant
that?
transmission?
A lot of things for that.
Well, Shinkan
Is
Kyo
this
does
really a
basically mean
technique?
instantaneous movement, but it's a lot like how flying is called the sky dancing technique in Japanese, or bakujutsu. It's essentially the martial arts term for it.
Yeah, but instant transmission sounds so
Shunpun-idu.
clinical. It has all the mysticism of a mechanic giving me the rundown of my car. But we digress. It's here at number 7, and I'd argue for good reason. A lot of the techniques we've listed so far are battle techniques, largely, if not solely, meant for either doing damage or maximizing damage. But this move is something more versatile and frankly more enticing than any of the other techniques on this list. Let's cut straight to the chase here. Travel blows. It doesn't matter how much you might love seeing new places and trying new
Travel
things.
does
Forcing
blow.
yourself into a little metal box of any kind for any amount of time
But
is a
fried
bitch.
shirt.
And the farther you have to go, the worse it is.
What if you could travel to Africa in the blink of an eye?
That'd be
Japan?
awesome.
Finland?
Why Finland?
I honeymoon there.
I repeat, why Finland? What we're trying to say is this technique regularly makes
I
the
don't
top
know, that'd be
5
cool to go
anyone
to
who's ever
Finland.
asked or
I wouldn't
been
mind
asked
going
the
to
question,
Finland.
if you could have any superpower,
If I could
what would
instant
it be?
transmission
Never be
there,
late
I'd
for
do it
work
in a
again.
second.
Spend weekends in any part of the world
Get
you want
it?
and never be caught by the police smoking pot in your car. It's a top tier ability, and that's not even counting for how it assists in battle.
An opponent may be able to follow your movements even at your fastest, but there is no accounting for full-on instant movement. Getting behind your opponent is a cinch, as is escaping their attacks. Let's be real. The instant transmission Kamehameha is one of the absolute coolest iterations of the classic technique in the series, and it's a perfect example of how to utilize this technique in battle.
dodging and counterattacks be damned. Your ass is grass and Goku's got the grinder.
It's also
Your ass is
fantastic for
grass
getting into
and
battle in
Goku's
just
got
a
the
nick of time.
grinder.
Before, say, semi-perfect Cell can finish off Tenshinhan, or when he needs to find the legendary Crybaby on New Vegeta. It's worth noting that a huge downside to this technique is the requirement that you're able to find a power signature to set your bearing. In other words,
What
if
does
you
that
want to go to
mean?
Japan, you better be able to sense your friend Mariko there, or you're f***ed. It also requires a lot of concentration, though it does seem to become a lot easier to use as time goes on.
And meanwhile, the gods
Goku
technically
seems to
have a
always
better
use
version
it
of this
pretty
technique
easily.
that doesn't require you to lock on to anyone's energy, but it doesn't seem to be a technique that can be learned by mortals, and thus has less access to our heroes. It's also a more boring version, to be honest. A drawback makes it more interesting.
So, if you've got the tools to use it correctly, it's unrivaled in terms of just how truly useful it can be, in and outside of battle. Hey, did you know the original plan to eradicate the Saiyans game had an instant spirit bomb?
Wait, really?
Yup.
An
In an alternate ending to the game, Goku throws a big-ass spirit bomb, but then teleport blasts Hachiyak, distracting him long enough for it to hit.
Did you find that out while looking up the technique on Dragon Ball Wiki?
Yup, and most of the migraines have worn off.
I wish I was creative as these guys. They seem to have the coolest job.
8.
All right, Lanny, this one's all you.
So
So imagine a
Moko
series where most of
Hudian.
your techniques are
Hell's
beams
and
and balls of energy,
grenade.
with their instructions being: Step 1, charge. Step 2, fire. Step 3, hope they die. And imagine you're also in a series where the concept of strategy has consistently been told to sit further back on the bus until at some point you're pretty sure it's running behind the bus, begging for it to slow down. So, what happens when, during one of the most entertaining fights in the series, Piccolo finds himself struggling to put down his opponent, and so he uses, wait for it, an
My third is
actual
pretty good, Bubba. I
strategy.
went and got
You
my
get
nails
the
done, did
Hell's
some
Own
cleaning and stuff around the house.
Laney
That
has a
was
boner
about
for this
it.
technique, but frankly,
Had dinner,
it's
got
got
ready
me
to
at
stream.
half-mast over here too. While it's definitely an involved technique, I'd say it even stretches what qualifies as a technique. It's unlike any other power play we'd seen in the series before and would rarely see after.
Oh, the Pride
And
Black
unless you catch
TFS
on
shirt.
quick to
That's
what
what that
Piccolo is
was? I
doing,
didn't
which
even put 2 and 2
17
together,
did not,
Michaela.
You can find yourself surrounded by a minefield of energy ready to blow you into a billion pieces with a single misstep. Unfortunately, 17 did figure out a way to save himself with a last-second, well-timed barrier, but the concept and execution of this technique is hard to ignore, and while Piccolo only uses it a few more times in Super, it's great to see that his self-proclaimed title of strategist isn't all talk and no walk.
But it's not just about the series, and that's where I come in. This technique is a blast in the games.
Yeah,
Used for
it
zoning,
does look like it'd be
trapping,
fun
Good old damage. Hell,
in the
in
game.
fighters it became so broken they had to patch it.
That's a point in its favor?
2 OP, please nerf, is a point in anything's favor. Except diseases. I wonder if there's a tier list for diseases. Ooh, I wonder where West Nile is on there.
Look, I'm not gonna pretend like I get all the hype here. It's only ever used once in all the original canon, and it's not exceptionally cool looking. But I suppose it does have some major versatility.
Yeah, I mean, it
and,
looks like a
while it
cool
was
attack
sparingly
to me.
used, it's also one of Piccolo's most
Yeah, Bubba, I would have.
memorable techniques beyond
I would
the
have
Mach
liked
and
to
Kosa.
get more
wait
done
a
today.
second.
I knew
This rated higher than the
after
Mach
I
and
started
Kosa
laundry,
bow?
I fell
Hazard, if anyone is
asleep,
taking
and
the
then I woke up
placement
at
of
like
these moves that
7:30
seriously,
and
they're
had
honestly
to do
missing the
dinner.
spirit
It's
of
one of
this
the
list.
reasons I started
Yeah,
stream
it's
late.
rated higher than the Mach
Hey,
and Kosa bow,
Zion.
but we're also pulling from, God, probably 100 different techniques. Once you've entered the top 12, placement hardly matters anyway.
Also, you pouted like a bitch baby every time we knocked this move lower on the list.
You can't prove that. Besides the video we recorded of us coming up with the list, I fought for justice,
Merry
Kaiser, and I will
Christmas,
not
Zion.
apologize, and I will not back down.
I don't think you should. While we don't want to just honor the underdog and promote the underrated out of pity, I think it's cool that we could come together to show this awesome strategic move some love.
Look, I'm just saying, the Super Ghost Kamikaze attack is just a better version of this move. Oh, now look who's pouting.
I see the rainbow one. That's cool, Michaela. Eating barbecue, nice. Sure are eating like it's Zion. I had the Christmas one. Happy Frieza Day. We need a Frieza emote.
6.
Both basic.
Oh, come on! It's the final fucking Flash! How is it not going to be this high on the list? Frankly, I think it should be higher.
I'm actually torn. On one hand, it's Vegeta's most famous technique, and apparently his most powerful. And a majority
I'm
of the
fine,
games, it's his
Zion.
highest
It's not the
weapon
most
attack.
comfortable
The pose is,
costume, but
frankly,
it's okay.
Unforgettable. On the other hand, it's actually only ever used once in the manga proper, and a couple other times in Z Filler and Super.
And it's just a beam.
What
Big
game
yellow
is
beam
this?
that
It
hits
must be
Cell
like a
and
Game
does
Boy
jack
Advance
squat.
game.
Just a beam? If this thing had hit Cell head on, you couldn't have filled an ashtray with his remains. The damn thing is so strong that the build-up to it shakes the entire planet. And whether or not
Whoa.
you're watching the Japanese version, the English version, or, and I'll fucking say it, the abridged version, the moment he breaks out this attack is full-on monumental. No Kamehameha in the series has built up like this.
Why do you
And
ask?
the payoff? The beam angles off the planet into space. If that's basic, then pumpkin spice me up, motherfucker.
Oh yeah, give it up for Vegeta's
Gave me
monumental
chills
moment.
for
Spends an
days.
entire episode charging up his attack only to miss, and then he never breaks it out again. At least when Piccolo one and done his technique, he double killed 2 guys who were stronger than him, and I think we can all agree it looked sick as
Yeah, it's pretty cool looking.
Meanwhile, the only thing that makes the Final Flash special is that it's named. Vegeta's utilitarian nature extends to his techniques. They hit hard, but they're boring.
I'm frankly surprised to hear this coming from you of all people.
Why? Because I play Vegeta? I'm more than just the characters I play, Kieran. What if it was shaped like a
Yeah,
dragon? Would
we're
that
more
make it
than
your
just the
favorite
characters we
technique?
play,
He has one
guys.
of those. It's called the Dragon Final Flash, and it's in Heroes.
Heroes is garbage, and so are you.
What's
I will
Heroes?
skin you and wear you like a raincoat.
Whoa, okay, well, come on, let's bring it in. Deep breaths, you guys. Let's just remember what we're here for, okay? This is a celebration of the series, not a drunken brawl.
Sorry, you're right. We talked about this, and it's here for a reason.
It's more than just
Nope,
about the
no
look of the
pizza
technique
today.
or its success rate.
The Final Flash is a staple of Vegeta's
Well, the
character.
thing I need
as
is
said
some
before.
pizza.
It's not only in almost every single game he's in, but it's almost always his
Tired,
most powerful
Zion?
attack.
You work
That or
today?
a variation of it. And while it's only ever used once in the manga canon, it becomes Vegeta's most commonly used technique in the entire Dragon Ball franchise, and especially in Super, where it's essentially his Kamehameha. Although he still has the Gallic gun, but...
Which I might add, I
Does
think
he
looks a
yell
lot
Final
cooler than
Flash
this.
when he
But
shoots
you're right,
it?
the Final
It's
Flash
kinda
is Vegeta's most memorable move, partially because that pose is unforgettable. Although it's pretty funny that Toriyama would give him an early rendition of this technique in his fight against Raccoon, known later in the games as the Final Crash.
Vegeta's got a short list of techniques, but when it comes to one with lasting power, the Final Flash rings in at the top. From its pose, to its power, to its persistence in the fandom.
Also, it looks so much better than the Final Shine attack. Ugh.
Yeah, I'm
Final
not gonna die on
Shine.
that hill. I also wouldn't dare roll it in with this technique. Whoever thought that Vegeta should combine his most interesting attack with his most boring attack should be demoted. Maybe flopped.
Oh, what's wrong with the van?
So, like, the Dragon Final Flash, it's,
A Final Flash that shoots a dragon. Exactly that. And it's amazing.
What is it with you and dragons?
Dragons make everything better, Lanny!
Find my Santa hat? I mean, I'll look for the Santa hat. I'm not hopeful I'll find it. You literally just now got up to eat? Eat your milk and cookies in hell.
All right, Kaiser, now you have to defend your choice.
I believe you'll find me more than up to the task. This technique isn't one of the most popular in the entire franchise, and it belongs to a character who, while a staple of the series since the very beginning, has long since become a secondary character in every regard. However, the Kenzan as a technique is one of the trickiest, most badass, and underappreciated on this list. While a majority of techniques in Dragon Ball, especially the
I mean,
most
some of
famous
this
them
is
all,
cool
are
because of some of
concussive
the stuff I
and
recognize,
explosive.
but
This
like
one is all about slicing
some of it
and
I don't.
dicing.
I don't know
Energy
what
Disc
they're talking
Super
about
gets
because
so
I either
powerful, it
haven't played
threatens
the
to
games
decapitate
or I haven't
Nappa,
watched the new
an opponent
sagas.
far stronger than Krillin, only having missed its target because Vegeta
So-
was smart enough to notice it before his partner could be permanently shortened. And after that, it would manage to dismember a part of Frieza's tail, an opponent
I
should
remember
emphasize,
that.
literally thousands of times stronger than him. In stark contrast with many of his
Kinda
peers,
useless just
Krillin
to cut off
created
his
a
tail,
technique
but-
that could potentially handle any opponent, no matter the gulf in strength. It's implied that
I
there's
think
no
it's a pretty
organic
cool
being that
attack.
could withstand the razor's edge of the Kenzan. Not including anime filler bullshit.
Wait,
This elevates
he
it
just stopped it
phenomenally
with
for
his
me,
hand?
especially when you factor in its awesome design and killer pose. But that's not all. This handy-dandy amputator comes with multiple settings. You can toss it and forget it, or you can manipulate it with your key, like Yamcha's Spirit Ball, to follow your opponent. Want to use more than one at a time? Multiply that bitch! Their dexterity better be maxed, or they'll be losing more than just a little off the top. Need to ring out your opponent or use the environment against them? Then take out their footing or drop a fucking rock on them.
Kamika somebody didn't me wear the costume.
Kienzan.
I like the costume.
this.
I think I look
Which Krillin
super
does.
cute in
Like,
it.
all the time.
He kind of never actually hits anyone dead on.
No, except Cell, but then it just...
I said that doesn't count! Sorry.
Wait, can't Cell regenerate? If his head got cut off,
Hey,
couldn't he
you
just
miss every shot
regrow
you don't
it?
take, and he takes a lot of shots. This is
At
actually
what
one
point
of
in
the
time,
most
what,
frequently
how
used
much of
techniques in
Cell
the
would have to
entire
be cut
series,
off?
even if it's not always explicitly called the Kienzan.
Yeah, sometimes it's called Destructo Disc.
Oh,
I will
that
mount
name
your
is
head
so
where my
corny.
tail used
Okay,
to
what
be.
would you
What?
have called it in English?
Simple, just call it a razor disc.
Oh, I know somebody with a Laserdisc player. Great video quality. For the time.
Oh my god.
I
Seriously though, we
remember
love this
Razordisk.
technique too, for the million reasons you listed. We'd just be remiss not to point out its shortcomings. When you have a technique that literally everybody ends up ripping off before the end of the series, you know you've got something truly special.
Huh.
How are we supposed to explain that solar flare didn't make the list?
They can watch the honorable mentions video for that.
Wait,
Fun
Solar
fact, if you
Flare
choose
did
Taka's
make the
voice in
list.
Xenoverse 1 and 2, when you create a character, he says,
Oh no,
and
not
uses
Solar
the
Flare.
Kienzan.
Final Flash.
Hey, does anyone hear music in the background?
Oh, the Final Fantasy wait, I'm so confused. Is that Gohan was a Zelda shield?
To think that
We're
in
not gonna be able to watch
entirety
them
of a
all.
series
It's
called
not Christmas
Dragon Ball,
yet.
only a single one of the many techniques on display is an actual dragon.
That's
And
what
even
Frieza
then,
said
this
to
one's
Krillin
not
after he
even
cut off
canon.
Krillin's
GT's
tail.
canon. Go yourself.
Kieran, if GT is canon, so is Super.
I'll bring this whole fandom to the ground, Scott.
So, the Dragon Fist. It's a curious choice, I bet you're thinking. Beating out the Makanko Sapo and the Kikoho, this move, used once in the movies and 3 times in GT, has made it to the top 10.
Okay, so I've
But
never seen
hear
this
us out.
one used, but it looks really cool.
Dragon summoned from your spirit!
Actually, yeah, that's a
Thanks,
big point towards it.
Zion.
Well, a lot of the other moves on this list are definitely more powerful. They sometimes lack variation in their actual visual design. But here, there's nothing like the Dragon Fist.
That's
And
pretty
while it never has
cool.
a proper
I haven't ever
explanation
seen
of how
it
came
used,
into
but it's pretty
existence, well,
neat.
honestly, neither do most of the techniques in the series. We just kind of accept that this is a manifestation of Goku's ki.
By the way, Goku's ki. Let that sit there for a moment, because you know what this definitively is? A move Goku created! No stealing from Tenshinhan, or Roshi, or King Kai, or the fucking Yardratians!
Goku made up his
this
own
is
move?
Goku's move, and it's marvelous.
True enough. It's nice that he's got a technique under his belt that isn't borrowed from somebody else, and the idea of making it an actual dragon is pretty aesthetically relevant. I mean, maybe making it like the monkey fist would have been more accurate.
The
considering,
monkey
but
fist.
That,
That would have been racist, though.
It also has a reliable habit of putting holes in dudes. Every time it's used, this bad dragon leaves its opponents gaping and gasping.
Oh, Jesus, we're so getting demonetized.
And its kill count is nothing to sneeze at. Hirudegan and Ice Shenron were both taken
I
out
don't know
by
who
the
those
technique.
people
And
are.
let me tell you, it's gorgeous both times. Against Hirudegan, it tears through the monster, then envelops him before exploding the killer kaiju. And against Ice Shenron, after the
What do you
dragon
mean
on
it's
dragon
broken?
violence, it wraps
Like
itself
OP
around the
or
whole
not
fucking city
OP?
before fading away. Why? Who gives a shit? It's awesome!
And while it's not the killing blow on Super Android 17, it's definitely a mortal wound and allows Goku to seal the deal with a Kamehameha.
Usually I have to seal the deal before there's penetration involved.
Good Lord, Lanny, don't be gross.
Ooh, no, he
Suffice to
didn't.
say, the Dragon Fist is a unique, powerful technique that has the distinction of being purely Goku's, has a high kill count, and is frankly just cool to look at.
Too bad it couldn't put down a Mega Shenron.
Oh, hell no. I'm glad it failed. Otherwise, we'd have never gotten the Universal Spirit Bomb.
So, did Goku die there?
I like to think he did. It makes the ending of GT all that much more profound.
Oh yeah, you actually like the ending from GT.
Of course I do. It's a better ending than the original manga or super.
Why,
that's for sure.
Zion?
Oh, look at you guys finding some commonality.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna end this on a cynical note. GT's ending is awesome.
It has a 1% or less hit rate. That's pretty terrible. That's really bad. Life balls.
Seven. Okay, guys, I don't want to alarm you, but I think we might have a fight on this list that doesn't involve Son Goku in any way, shape, or form.
What? But this is Dragon Ball. Surely if he isn't the one throwing the punches, he must be on his way. Piccolo's
Didn't
just
really
hurrying
need
up
to
the
see
bad guy so
that.
he gets here.
Yeah, no, he's at
Alright, are we into top 12 Dragon Ball fights now?
You heard it here, folks. This part of the countdown just became a no Goku zone.
With Cell busy with his Suck Everything Dry tour and all the Earthbound Saiyans focused on working out, the recently commie-infused Piccolo has taken it upon himself to shut down
They
the
all
Twins
focused on
and
working
their
out.
red-headed stepbrother.
Yeah, I guess their shoplifting and van-stealing antics have gone a little too far. Guess the former Guardian has to step in and put these rowdy teenagers in a well-deserved timeout.
They literally showed up at Kame House looking for a fight. Even if it was clear by this point that the numbered androids weren't the main threat, they're still very capable of apocalyptic
Meteor
levels of
Crush is
destruction.
not one of
There's a
Goku's
seven-foot-tall
attacks.
Pokemon looking to consume them.
I know he plays
It's probably
Universe
for the best that the
too.
group just get these pieces off the table while they can.
Fair point. We see Piccolo beefing himself
I never
up for the
really
fight,
played
and
any
right
of the
away we
Dragon
see
Ball
some heavy
Z
hits
fighting
from our resident
games.
Super Namekian. The previously untouchable Android 17 finds himself on the receiving end of some earth-shattering blows and realizes he might actually
Aw,
need to
thank
try
you,
this time.
Zion.
After a couple deflected blasts, we get to see what might be my favorite move in the entire show, and the part most people remember from this fight. The Hellzone Grenade! The light shifts
Hellzone
and drenches the
Grenade.
scene in yellow and purple as Piccolo launches a flurry of blasts towards the snarky teen. After a quick moment of terrified realization, the blasts converge on Android 17 and erupt in a huge explosion! Even if it's ultimately fruitless, it's still such a cool technique that we sadly never really get to see again.
Our raven-haired antagonist avoids defeat
It's a pretty
thanks to
cool-
his
it's a
signature
pretty cool
energy barrier
technique.
and continues the fight with an onslaught of high-speed punches and
Spin and
kicks.
spam it.
Even if the art in this segment isn't the most consistent, I love how frenetic and over the top it gets. The cartoonishly emphasized punches stretching through their targets' backs, volcanoes erupting, and the whole island being demolished as the battle rages on gives you a really good sense of just how powerful these guys are.
All the while, we catch glimpses of Cell getting closer and closer to the battlefield. While the fight loudly revels in how insane it can get, most of the cutaways are dedicated to showing the real monster cryptically approaching.
Eschewing more flashy techniques,
Yeah,
battle
the
becomes a
list
knockdown,
is definitely
drag-out
mixed
brawl
up.
between Green Man and Boybot, and it's one of the most satisfying and brutal exchanges of blows we see in the entire franchise. Despite how short this fight actually is, the last desperate struggle truly emphasizes how worn down both sides have become, which makes the next reveal all the more dreadful.
As it turns out,
You
Piccolo's
said all
enormous
look
power level
nice.
acted like a beacon for Cell, who just finished chowing down in a city full of people and is looking at his siblings for a dessert. Guess we'll have to call this fight a draw, because this big cockroach doesn't plan on waiting.
It's a shame that this is one of Piccolo's last real fights in DBZ, but it's a strong one to go out on. It might be
Huh, I
somewhat
guess that's
short
true.
and really doesn't have that big of an impact on the story, but just about every second of it is exciting and has something fun to offer.
It's also unfortunate that 17 doesn't really get much of a chance to show off his moves before or after this battle until Super, but he's honestly kind of like he got one at all considering how quickly Cell gets involved.
Excuse me, Kaiser, but aren't we forgetting about GT and Super 17?
Oh, Cranthony, no amount of alcohol has helped me do so yet. Honestly, they're just not good fights.
Do you think Super 17 could beat up 17 from
Wait,
Super?
is that
Hold on, so you're saying
17?
Super 17 doesn't make
He
this
looks
list
so
at all?
different.
What's next? You'll tell me there aren't any GT fights on this list?
Yeah, who knows? This is
Why
just
does he
kinda
look so
sad.
weird?
Just give it a couple more entries, I'm sure. We're saving the best for last.
Oh my god, there aren't any GT fights on this list.
That's not what you say. You said look nice. You wouldn't say I look cute. Wait, what are we on? Top 12 Dragon Ball fights still. So we watch all the top 12 techniques.
Last high-stake conflicts in all of Z, Goku's fight with Kid Buu usually doesn't come up when people talk about their favorite fights.
After reviewing the footage, it's hard to see why. Kid Buu's insanity is masterfully animated and boasts some of the most unique choreography in the whole series. And Goku's superhuman acrobatics are a joy to behold. Hell, most of the cutaways during the battle are dedicated to showing everyone else in Otherworld losing their shit at just how crazy it all is.
The issue is it's easy to lose this gym in the series of fights that surround it. By this point in the saga, Buu's been here for a while, and since we're specifically talking Goku's throwdown with Kid Buu, it kinda ends with a fizzle. But everything between those 2 points is absolutely incredible.
With the pudgy pink man-child of yore now reverted to his purest state, Kid Buu presents a truly chaotic threat, unlike most of the series' big baddies. While other climactic battles involve long-witted speeches about galactic conquest or the value of strength, this is a clash with the embodiment of extinction, a relentless nightmare blissfully ignorant of concepts like good or evil.
Despite knowing another round of fusion would almost surely make quick work of the tiny pink menace, the good guys opt to play a rousing game of rock, paper, scissors to decide who seals the fate of the universe. After nearly an entire arc of magical power boosts and combining forces,
why is there
nice
these shots of
return to
people's
classic
butts
Dragon
in
Ball
these
form with
cutscenes?
individual martial artists choosing
In
to
these
fight
clips.
the ultimate opponent with their own hard-earned strength.
I also love how
Michaela,
Kid Buu
you don't have
starts
an
this fight
eggplant?
sleeping, and frequently leaves himself wide open by pounding his
Get
chest
it?
for a bit.
That
Goku
was
hasn't fully
being
powered
cute
up yet,
and
and
innocent.
this little psycho knows there isn't much to worry about at this point. We're treated to some gorgeous choreography as these two titans of combat reshape the planet in their warm-up. Mountains crumble and the sky changes colors as Buu's power begins to erupt, and Goku responds by adding some volume to his hair and really furrowing his brow.
We'd only caught a glimpse of Goku's newly attained Super Saiyan 3 form
Is
earlier
it-
in the show.
so
against
is that
Fat Buu.
Buu?
There was no way such
Thought
an
Buu
absurd
is like a big
transformation wasn't
fat
gonna make a
guy.
big
Who's
comeback in the
this?
final act. With his life restored and a whole planet to use as a battlefield,
And there's shockingly little repeated footage.
No,
Each
it's like
interaction has a
Goku
purpose
had
and
his skin
reaction,
mark and
all
did.
animated with great detail and framing.
It
Our
did look
combatant
like he had his
styles
skin
and
mark.
personalities are also consistently showcased, with Goku's precision and focus being constantly battled away by Buu's sheer power and unpredictability.
The scene where they fly across the
Kitties are misbehaving in Zion. They've been acting a fool
which
lately.
ratchets up the dismemberment quota by a wide margin.
Oh,
Nearly
that's
every
Kid
earth-shaking
Buu's
blow from
original
Goku leaves
form.
Buu
Okay.
disfigured and mangled. But it never overstays its welcome. Buu's super stretchy limbs also give us a ton of unorthodox attacks as Buu stomps his way through the ground and strangle tosses Goku with his... What is that on his head?
Head
Horn? I
tentacle?
believe the scientific term you're looking for is head tentacle.
The resilience of the
Ah, I
World King
named
is
it.
another major factor in this bout. While Buu is the clear winner of this fight by the end, it's not presented as a beatdown. Unlike most of the series' more one-sided fights, Goku vs. Kid Buu shows that both of our key players have similar power ceilings. Buu just has seemingly endless endurance and the ability to regenerate on his side, which is what nets him the win in the end.
You see, Goku knew that Super Saiyan 3 was a huge burden on his energy and body, so he purposely avoided pushing himself to that point as long as he could. But Buu's ferocity proved too much for his other forms to handle. When back to
Well,
Joe
yeah,
Corner
how
and
do you
forced
kill
to release his
something
full
that can
power,
regenerate?
He quickly loses steam and reverts to his natural self, essentially ending this fight.
We pretty much jump right into Vegeta trying to hold off Buu at this point.
Why
Is there a
should
reason
Vegeta have a
This is
halo?
good
Is he
fight.
dead?
Not to say there isn't plenty to love in the rest of the group's struggle against Kid Buu. Between Vegeta's rousing speech, Mr. Satan's showboating, and the return of a fat Buu, we have some quality moments here, but it's significantly less consistent and striking
Fine,
than the
yeah,
first
they've
fight
been
between the Little
misbehaving.
Demon and Goku. For quality and consistency's sake, this is where we're ending the fight.
Goku bounces back for a bit after Vegeta buys him
Cosmo
some time.
really
Short
hurt
break.
Carmi
The rest of
today.
this
I don't
conflict is
know
spent
what.
going back to the
I
old
was
faithful
upstairs
strategy of
and they were
letting everyone else get
downstairs,
their
and all of a
asses
sudden I
kicked to
heard
buy
her
some time for a
screaming.
spirit bomb. It's probably
I don't
for the
know what
best that
she
we let it get to
did
the initial brawl
to
between
make
Goku
him
and Buu
mad,
because,
but he went after
again,
her
it's a
real
joy to
good.
watch. If we were grading purely on visual impact, I honestly think this fight would be the top of the list. But with everything else in mind, this seems like a good spot. It could have been longer and had a more satisfying resolution, but in the end, it stands as a brief, yet brilliant, bit of brutality.
See how many more of these we have to go, because this is break time. Am I... Oh man! There's like a ton more stuff in this playlist. What is all in this playlist? I better not trust it. It looks like there's like tons of not Christmas stuff related in this playlist.
11.
Wait, what is this?
I'm afraid of how many Dragon Ball fans haven't watched the original Dragon Ball.
Those people are free to buy the blue bricks and correct that mistake, then leave their angry comments disagreeing with us in that order.
This is a controversial pick regardless. This fight certainly isn't one of the most well-animated.
Or most dramatic.
Or most action-packed.
Or most plot-relevant. Kaiser, explain.
Hey look, you guys aren't wrong, but this fight is a big deal for a lot of reasons. The most important of which being its creativity. While fights later on this list
You
might
can
have more
imagine
action,
Cosmo
better
running.
animation, and involve higher
I
stakes,
don't
this
see
fight is
him
the
run very
climax of
much.
The first, the 21st.
Oh, Dragon
Tenkaichi
Ball.
Budokai, in which Son Goku squares off with Master Roshi disguised as Jackie Chun.
I remember watching this fight back in the day and finding myself laughing more than fist bumping, but admittedly, there's something truly compelling about this fight. And I think that goes beyond it just being the first time Goku challenges Roshi in a one-on-one. It's more about the future of Goku as a fighter in the first place.
Oh, look at little
Adventure
Goku.
manga when it was initially published by Akira Toriyama back in 1984 and was only moderately successful as a successor to Dr. Slump, his prior hit manga series during
Dr.
its infancy.
Slump?
But when the series started to put a heavier focus on martial arts, Dragon Ball would start to grow into the powerhouse we know it today.
I like Dragon Ball the best.
Okay,
I liked it better than
simple
Dragon
martial
Ball
arts
Z.
The 21st #1
I liked it,
under the
it's
Heavens
funny.
Martial Artist Gathering was the first real implementation of this change in focus from Toriyama. While the training for Krillin and Goku had been the entire lead into this tournament, it was often played for laughs, though it did try to give logical and tangible reasoning to many of the struggles the young fighters would endure on their journey to the tournament.
After
Goku
several
Copter.
grueling fights, some completely played for laughs while others surprisingly dramatic. It comes down to Goku versus Jackie Chun. And man, does this one
Jackie
stop
Chun.
the show. That doesn't sound as good as a showstopper, does it?
It truly does pull out all the stops, though. Throughout the tournament, we see techniques aplenty, but it's here that Jackie Chun and Goku have to use everything in their repertoire to earn that W, while even inventing some new techniques along the way. And while many of them are played for laughs, that doesn't make the fight necessarily worse.
In fact, it's one of the most entertaining and engaging in the series by virtue of just being so creative and surprising. Just when you think Goku's got the upper hand, Roshi pulls out the drunken fist. So what does Goku pull out? The spinning monkey.
I
So how does
remember
Jackie Chun
that.
counter this? With his paralyzing technique. And when all seems lost for Goku,
he transforms into a giant fucking monkey.
It's fun to watch the fight utilize a Chekhov's gun like that. Having already
Yeah, he
established the ability
did.
for Goku to transform in the past and bringing it back here to change the flow of the fight.
Forgot
And
about
in keeping
that.
Tradition, Toriyama's response to this? Blow up the moon.
I love how we're just going to ignore the catastrophic nightmare that would occur from such a scenario, and that Master Roshi is stupid powerful to pull off such a thing.
Kaiser, are you talking about feats?
Oh, gee, no, never mind. Let's just...
Are people who are obsessed with that shit called feet fetishists?
Twig and berries.
It's after Roshi defeats the Great Ape. though,
No,
that we
why
get
do I
to
keep
my
seeing
favorite
people's
part of the fight,
butts?
Because this is where it becomes a drag-out brawl between the two of them, beating the living snot out of each other as they have no key left for beams, blasts, or techniques.
And it's a damn shame that the dub had to remove
Master
the score for this
Roshi
scene,
has
as it was
hair.
positively transcendent. I implore Dragon Ball fans who have only watched this scene dubbed to check it out subbed. It uses an image song never licensed by Funimation, and it sets the mood perfectly.
And at the end of the fight proper, they're on their last legs, which is a fitting turn of phrase as Roshi realizes that while Goku might match him in strength, he does not match him in length.
As in his legs. Yup,
Oh.
turns out Roshi realizes that his height advantage on Goku allows him to land a harder, more effective attack when the two come colliding, and is able to put his pupil down for the count.
Man,
it is
that's
a tremendously satisfying
terrible.
victory when you think about it. Because an important part of this fight that we haven't covered yet was the purpose of Roshi within it, and how it relates to Goku. See, Krillin and Goku are Roshi's greatest students, something the Turtle Hermit realizes almost as soon as he's taken them under his wing.
And he also fears that, should their inherent talent and hard work pay off too spectacularly, they might find themselves at a peak with nowhere to go, or even worse, believe that they've achieved the peak of martial arts in general and quit altogether.
Aw.
Roshi doesn't want these kids to just succeed. He wants them to ascend to higher heights never imagined by those in their field.
Roshi's a
plan,
good
beat his
teacher.
pupils and let them know they still have greater heights to reach. Which, in terms of motivation, is remarkably human and ties deeply into the roots and philosophy of martial arts. The betterment of oneself and the pushing of not only your own boundaries, but the higher limits of those who came before you.
It's not the most compelling, well-animated, or action-packed, but it's easily one of the most creative, entertaining, and important fights in Goku's
I
journey.
remember
I
this
hope
fight,
those
it
who
was
haven't
really
watched Dragon
good.
Ball at all, give the series a chance. Its beginnings are humble, but remarkably charming, and it's still easily my favorite Dragon Ball series.
Monster Carrot is dead.
I'm glad someone else likes Dragon Ball as much as me. Because usually when I say like Dragon Ball the best, people are like, ugh. Why don't you like Dragon Ball Z the best?
Ultra Instinct when you can transform Jiren into a carrot.
At least then he'd have more personality.
Heyo.
Heyo. Alright guys, let's see what we got left here. Oh crap. Can't. It's hard to do anything with these gloves on. Let me take them off. Master Roshi is the best pervy grandpa. That's one way to look at him. Alright, let's see. So we got... Are there 24 movies? It looks like we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these top. They're all like mixed up. It's really annoying. So there are a lot of videos left in this playlist. I'll put it that way. We probably watched about half of them. So here's what we can do. I'm gonna take a break. We can keep watching these Dragon Ball Z ones if you want, or we can try to watch Final Fantasy VII Abridged when I come back. Just tell me what we should do in the chat. Or we can play a game. You know what? We can do whatever. I don't really care. Why are they not numbered? The other playlist was numbered. Hold on a second. Why don't they have numbers like the other playlist? Yeah, top 24 Dragon Ball video games. It seems like it'd be a long video. Top 12 Dragon Ball fights, 6, 11, 4. Why are they all out of order? Who made this crappy playlist? It's my question. No, I'm not peeing. I'll just have to hold it if I have to pee. No, I'm not taking this stuff off, and when I do, it's gonna stay off. You guys want to keep watching all these then? I mean, we can. I don't know what they all are. They seem like totally random stuff. It seems like a lot of these top 12, but also other things mixed in with it. Hi, Nye Help 8. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing tonight? We're going to take a break for a few minutes. I'll be right back. I'm going to go get something else to drink. And, guys, tell me in the chat. Glass bottle Coca-Cola is great. Actually, I tell you what I'll do. I'll start a poll real quick. Give me a second. Let me start a poll. And, poll. Okay. What to do after break? More DBZ. Final Fantasy VII Abridged. Or something else. Alright, I've started a poll, so you can vote until I come back. Wait, what about Star Wars? I don't think I have to worry about getting an ED. I think I'm good, Bubba. Uh-oh. Oh, crap. I just ripped a hole right in my glove. That sucks. I mean, it's still functional, kind of, but yeah, there's a hole in my glove. think because I put it on the wrong way. I don't even know why I'm bothering with this. I'll put it on when I come back. Alright, I'm gonna put on the pause screen. I'll be back in a few minutes. See you guys in a few minutes. This is a great time to go get something to drink or eat or take a quick nap. I'll be back in like 5 minutes. Alright, I'm back. Bubba, you should make videos. It'd be cool. What would you make videos about in your forest? Ordering roti, bacon, ham, barbecue, and some other things for Christmas? I like this music. Let's see. Is this what you're wanting, Bubba? I don't know why it makes a difference. It's just really crappy video quality. It's the same picture, just it looks way worse because it's all zoomed in. Well, welcome back, guys. What'd I miss? I like this music. Great Garden's made some really good music. I like it. We haven't gotten through it all yet. Alright. Here we go. Alright, so I guess you guys voted on Final Fantasy VII Abridged. You're told to stay out of the forest at night? Wait. I'm not gonna click it on here, I guess, because it says watch at your own risk. Bubba. What is this, Michaela, you're sending? Prostitute Mickey 5? What is this? Alright, so I guess you guys want to do Final Fantasy VII Abridged? Have you ever gone into the woods at night? I do remember you mentioned it, yeah. Is that what you think you made videos about, your haunted forest? I don't know, I am really tired. I don't know why. And putting on this outfit is quite a chore. Sorry guys if I look that terrible. Maybe this will help. The full Machina Abridged. Machina Abridged? Final Fantasy VII Machina Abridged. So at least this timeline's in order. What's Christmas themes? Let's give it a go. The Canadian? They're Canadian, captions. No, they're not. Dang it. Oh, I love the music. Try and turn the captions on. Okay, they're on. Maybe I'm weirdo about like the captions on.
Isn't there usually a conductor or something?
No, it's definitely a Christmas themed video.
Hey, Jesse, did the dentist give you a root canal or a punch to the face?
All right, Blondie, it's showtime.
Showtime. Then I guess I'd better perform.
Mother of God. Okay, the plan is you're gonna hide the body, and...
I'm sorry, could you repeat that last part?
Not get into any trouble. That's
When you
right.
crumple
Now,
up plastic, that's how the costume looks.
Like you guys killed these guards?
I don't think Zion likes the costume.
Oh, come on! Now, I know this looks bad. Okay, anyways, as I was saying, could you not shoot me? You made me do this!
Attack!
Hey, new guy, you take care of the bodies?
Yep, all 4 of them. Yeah, that's right. You guys.
Wait, you don't
Really?
know.
You never asked my name.
Well, what is your name?
Mama, what's your name? Blonde Zach. Karodukun. Blonde Zach.
Cloud, huh? Is that because you rain on everyone's parade?
No, those are squalls and no one likes those.
Oh, I got it!
I'm sorry, I'll work on that.
Really worth what you say.
Hey, Blondie.
What?
Hey, Ricky, how's it going? How are you doing
You're
tonight?
gonna have to answer to me.
Mr. T.
And being Tifa's bestie will not save you from the wrath of Barrett. Now hurry up. We have to take care of this place.
Why? What's wrong with this place?
Eco-friendly Peace
Okay, can you
Factory.
guys fill me in on what's going on?
Let me ask you, Blondie, do you even know what this factory does?
Provide zero-emission eco-green energy.
Oh yeah, really? Then what exactly is that green smoke coming out of the chimney stack?
As scary as Zion. Why?
That's right, Blondie. We are gonna make Shinra pay for their transgressions against the common people, polluting the lower city to make a quick buck. By God Almighty, there will be an avalanche of justice.
And, how exactly are we gonna...
We're gonna blow this motherfucker up.
Oh, yay!
Tifa did fill you in on this, right?
All she said was, "Hey, Cloud, can you do me a solid? It'll be super easy."
To be fair, all we have to do is hack into the doors and plant a bomb in the reactor core.
Yeah, it'll be easy.
That does sound super easy.
And guess who's planting the bomb?
Don't cry, Bubba.
Me.
And guess who's coming with you?
Oh, you.
That's right. I'm gonna be like a spirit animal, giving you advice. Ask me what you should do.
What should we do?
Animal, what should I do?
Oh, gross.
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 You sure you need to blow this place up? Why not let it crumble like it seems it will any second now?
Also, how do we get down?
Yay!
Or we could...
I forgot about her. She dies, doesn't she? It's spoilers.
Nailed it.
Alright, how do I go while you play the ball?
Okay.
Why does she
I don't
talk
know
that
you
way?
well, but those guys are right. You really need to get that checked out.
Get what you out?
Okay, set the timer and plant the bomb. Then we bounce like titties, baby.
Speaking of titties, when I get back, Tifa and I are gonna have a serious conversation.
Hey, don't do that whole planning the bomb thing. That's a bad.
Why? Who are you?
Well, I can tell you.
How did they do this?
What do you mean, blah?
I heard a voice in my head just now.
What'd it say?
It told me to not blow this place up.
How did they do that? Because it does actually have subtitles like that over in the game.
Like, I don't trust you with the bomb, crazy.
Well, then, it's a good thing that I'm not crazy.
Good. Now just do as I told you and don't f*** up.
Why does Cloud guy do blow up the building?
Mako Factory train station.
Did you f*** up?
Deploying Mako Core security. Death laser robot.
I might have f***ed up, yes.
Uh-oh.
All right, Blondie.
Giant
what you
robot.
got.
Time to cut this bucket of bolts down to size.
Wow.
I know. My skills are one of a kind.
Are they really?
What? Not sold? Then check this out.
Boom.
That will not work. That does not work.
Trust me. I was in Soldier.
Right now, that fact is scaring me. And these robots, they can literally sense fear. Yeah, you see that? Knows I'm afraid.
Okay, so what should we do then?
Ting.
Why? Something different.
All right, maybe this will work.
There we go.
That is how it's done.
Barrett,
Wow,
you didn't
who
do
would've thought lightning
anything.
could hurt a robot.
Everyone would think to do that. Now insert the wires.
I know.
Make sure the charges are set.
I know.
Now, set the timer.
I don't need you micromanaging me, okay?
Oh, really? Because after the events of today, I would have to respectfully disagree. Set the timer.
I know what I'm doing.
That is an opinion you are having. Now set it to 10 minutes.
Fine.
Oh.
Uh-oh. That's why we only got 5 minutes to get out of there?
I can fix this.
Touch it again.
Embarrassing red.
My face, I don't care if you want to. We gotta go.
No, not a fight. It's the worst possible time to have a fight.
I think something went wrong. London f***ed up.
I did nothing wrong. Oh my God, get up!
I'm pretty sure I remember saying that every time I get in a fight and trying to beat that, beat that timer.
My ass! Pooping will now be a trial!
Okay, mission complete, I guess.
You blew it up.
Now, you all know the plan. We meet at the rendezvous point.
Right. Hey, I don't know where that is.
Oh, you don't?
Yeah, if you could fill me in on that, that'd be really help.
No, they're just gonna move on.
God damn it, Tifa, your friends are killing me.
Poor Cloud. I mean, blonde Zach. Poor blonde Zach. Why couldn't you just play the next episode? Why'd I have to do all that?
No, I understand we ditched him and all, but I mean, is he gonna be okay?
Probably not.
Oh,
Is it gonna be okay? Probably not.
People out pretty easily.
Assholes have to help assholes, right?
Is that gonna be a problem? Not for us.
Oh man, can you imagine how pissed he'd be if he makes it?
Hey guys,
I like the little remix of the Final Fantasy song, 7 song.
All right, everybody, huddle up. We meet at the usual place.
And where is that?
Your bar,
Yummy.
At the bar.
Thank you.
All right, y'all. Now, when we get to the bar, we need to discuss our next plan of action. So if there's anyone there, the key is to politely and calmly tell them to get up! Get out of my bar! What the hell y'all doing buying drinks in a bar for? Get the hell out of here! What do you think this is, a place of business?
Hey, suckers! Which goddammit use the stairs?
Avalanche!
You gonna let me in?
Oh, I don't know. Am I?
Dude, come on. I had a really bad day.
Oh, did you? Did your plans go awry when someone f***ed up?
Thanks to Tifa, yes.
Fair enough, head in.
Haha! That?
Oh, you made Merlin cry.
Good job, Cloud. You made Barrett's daughter cry.
Oh, and I didn't even have to try.
Wow. What crawled up your
Whoa.
ass?
Cloud's kind of a dick.
Doing that solid for you?
Don't tell me. You're all pissy because it was freedom fighting.
Nope. That was terrorism.
That was terrorism.
It sucks the life out of the planet. Terrorism.
Definitely terrorism.
Part of it was terrorism.
Cloud, look at me. Who am I?
Tifa the liar. The funny thing is, they never showed the news reports about all the people who died inside the Shinra plant when it blew up.
Okay, that's it.
I mean, they probably killed like thousands of people blowing up that plant.
Why? What did he pull in the first place?
I'll tell you later. Where's my baby girl at? Oh, there's my wigless angel. Oh, did that spiky blonde man intimidate you?
No, Daddy. He's not intimidating at all.
Oh.
Please tell me what Cloud did.
Sick burn.
Soon you will hear the tale of Barrett, his merry men, and the blonde jackass who...
What?
So, like, is she adopted or...
God damn it, Cloud. I don't know what she did, but you go down there and apologize for whatever it was.
If she adopted or...
Those assholes left me for dead.
Did you fuck up?
What even is f***ing up, really?
You fucked up. Now go downstairs and apologize while I lock this place up.
Oh, what? Are you scared someone might come in and steal the 50 cents from your tip jar?
Ooh.
You know anyone can get down here, right?
Tifa would get way more than 50 cents in tips.
Yeah, that's how Wedge joined.
Oh, me, I saw too much.
Residents of Midgard were awoken today by the sounds of what appeared to be a terrorist attack on Sector 7's
Okay, Bubba.
factory. Shinra police have investigated and found that it was caused by the group known as Avalanche.
Yay! Go
Known
Avalanche.
about this group
Yay!
Till today,
Oh.
police have compiled a sketch of one of their members, as well as audio taken by police.
Look at me. I'm a terrorist. I'm a part of Avalanche, and I feel great.
What?
Coming up next, the dark, demented reality of chocobo breeding.
Dun dun dun.
Now, I know we've all made a couple mistakes.
I'm gonna kill him! Dave, I'm sorry, but I'm killing him! I'm gonna rip off your spiky head, stab you with it! Molly, close your eyes!
Big Sploo.
So, Cloud, you're gonna fix this, right?
I don't know. Am I?
Hey, Cloud! Getting along with everybody?
Man, no one seems to like Cloud. Poor Cloud.
But I think it's about time that I retire from freedom fighting.
Yeah. Go the way of Han Solo.
Oh, well,
Or at least
I'm just gonna
Big
walk
Blame
out of
been
this
doing.
bar and hopefully never see any of your faces again.
Yeah, you ain't going anywhere, boy.
I'm pretty sure I am.
The second you walk outside, your ass is gonna get picked up by Shinra's police.
Oh, please. Like anyone's gonna recognize me from that picture.
Yeah. Well, it looks like you're stuck with us.
You could dye it black. Yay!
Tifa, can I talk to you upstairs for a second?
Okay, what's up?
Tifa, I'm having a really, really rough day. And
Oh my god, are you crying?
I am feeling a lot of emotions.
Aww.
Anger, rage, frustration, inadequacy, and it's all toward you.
Why me?
Because I did you a solid, and now I'm part of a terrorist cell.
Guess you got me there. Okay, so you got two options. A, you can take your chances at walking around as a fugitive alone, with the possibility of getting arrested and sharing a cell with some very intimate roommates. Or
Dang,
B,
Tiva.
you can pull your balls out of your fanny pack and join Avalanche.
Hey guys, the gun wasn't even loaded for the whole mission. We would have got royal.
Very professional.
You in prison? I mean, just look at you. You're like the oasis to some very, very thirsty travelers.
Tifa.
Uncomfortable.
Jeez.
There's just so much to grab onto. 4 men, at a minimum, in any position.
Alright, fine. Whatever, I'm in Avalanche.
Aw, thanks, Cloud. You're really doing me a solid.
Wait, 4 men at the same time?
Guys, I got my gun loaded.
Where's your potato named asshole? You shut the pinball machine!
Oh. Wait.
You know, this really reminds me of back home. Remember when I used to trick you into doing things for me that would jeopardize your future and well-being?
Yep, just like old times.
You told Blondie what'll happen if he gets caught, right?
4 dudes.
Damn, girl.
4
Size.
dudes?
You know, because of the hair, there's just so much to grab onto.
I get it!
That's terrible. Tifa's mean in this. All of these characters are horrible to each other. I like how it has like DBZA stuff behind it. How did that happen? Yeah, episode 3. Okay, we're good. I like the little animations they did of the characters. Those are good.
Now I know the last 24 hours of your life have been pretty abysmal. But
Yeah.
you know what? That's what you get for hanging out with Tifa.
Yep.
I just can't seem to learn our lesson with her. I mean, remember the first time we
Probably
met?
has something to do with boobies.
Wanna do me a salad?
Your eyes are pretty. Curse you, 12-year-old Cloud. You know damn well you weren't looking at her eyes. Focus. We are stronger than this. We will finish this, and we will survive this.
12 hours later. Ah! 12 hours earlier.
Nothing will bring me down.
Nothing gonna bring me down.
Oh yeah, that's a good ass plan, baby.
Oh, that's great. What
Man, this has gotta be a really long
Sector
series.
and blow another Mako factory.
Oh, so just
We're in
do the same thing we
episode
did
3
last
and they're
time?
still in
They'll
the
never see it
bar.
coming. Wait, we?
Oh yeah, BT Dubs, Tifa's coming with us.
Yay!
Don't worry, Cloud. I'll make sure to hold your hand while you set up the bomb. Remember to only hit the timer once.
Oh, ha!
Ha ha ha
Ha! So funny. You know what would be even funnier? If I just stay here in the basement.
Oh, sure, you can stay behind. And when I get back, I'm gonna shove my fist so far up your ass that everyone's gonna think, wow, that is the whiniest looking puppet I've ever seen.
Why are all the characters so mean in this?
Shoulder deep, Cloud.
All right, I'll go with you guys.
Perfect.
He's
Marlene,
terrified of her.
sweetie, Daddy's gotta go stick it to the man. You take care of the bar, okay?
Yeah, this.
You're putting an
Yeah.
8-year-old in charge of this place?
Doesn't make
Worry,
sense.
she'll be safe. I gave her a gun.
Oh my god, that's like the complete opposite of safe.
Don't worry, Cloud. It's loaded. We're not idiots.
A long time ago, you guys pushed your morality out the side of a car on a busy street, didn't you?
Cloud, stop being a pussy and come blow up private property with us.
See, you're saying that so casually.
Oh yeah, just like the plan. Bunch up and look suspicious while we ride the train, you idiots!
Sorry.
Oh, God, don't ask me to move, don't ask me to move, don't ask me to move.
Excuse me.
Please, no, I have a family.
That's all right, sir. Calm down.
Calm
I have a
down,
family as
sir.
well. A beautiful daughter named Marlene. Now, all I'm asking.
How could anyone with a gun for an arm call
Kiki
himself a parent?
listening?
Preposterous.
I would like to take a moment
It's a racist.
apologize for what happened on the train.
What happened on the train?
Apologies accepted, but you spent so much time beating that guy up that we missed our stop and had to jump off.
Well, I'm sorry. I just wanted to show that man what it would be like being a parent with one arm.
Oh, look at all the blood on his gun arm!
Pleasant. So does anyone know where we're going?
You got the map, Tifa?
Where the hell would I put a map? In all the pockets I don't have.
Crazy thought.
I know,
You always
women
wear
never
pants.
have
I have
pockets.
legs that the world needs to see, Cloud.
Yeah, it's
Look
really
gorgeous.
important.
Yeah, it's your legs that the world wants to see.
Yeah, and it's your mouths that the world wants you to close. Let's just keep walking until we find that Mako reactor. I want to see my sweet baby girl as soon as possible.
Excuse me, aren't you a little too young to be working at a bar?
Aren't you a little too old to be asking stupid questions?
I'm telling you, she's maturing so fast.
And I'm telling you, if this turns out the same way it turned out yesterday, I'm gonna...
Wait.
Oh, goody. It's turning out the same as it did yesterday.
Papa? Papa, can you do me a solid and wake up?
Hey, Cloud.
Oh,
remember
no.
when Tifa's dad died from mysterious circumstances?
I can't believe Sephiroth did this to you.
Oh, I guess it was Sephiroth. Never mind.
Cloud, are you okay?
Yeah, I think I'll be fine. I just had a really bad dream.
Pussy! Alright, let's blow this shit up.
Okay, stand back. Here goes nothing.
10 minutes!
Well, that was easy.
No shit! All right, y'all. Let's get the dogs and make haste to the place.
Yeah, I don't think we should go that way.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is the person who was in charge of bringing the map really telling me which direction I should be going?
Really? I was in charge. Because I sure as wasn't informed that I was declared map bringer. Was there some
Oh
sort
my
of
god,
meeting?
guys,
Oh, yeah.
there's a
With
timer.
complimentary meats and biscuits. We also decided that we are going this way. Oh, good job, Barrett, the spiky-haired blonde leader of Avalanche, leading us in the wrong direction and shit.
Wow.
Wow.
You can back the bus over me, why don't you?
Well.
Hi, it's
What
President
do we
Shinra.
have here? If I am not mistaken, we have caught ourselves the pesky rats who have been chewing at our cheese.
Oh my god.
Is that?
President Shinra.
In the living, breathing flesh. It's unfortunate, however, that I will not be saying the same for all of you. Much like the rat, you all couldn't help yourselves.
The rat?
But this time the cheese has been complemented with a brass bar swiftly
Oh,
ticking
because of the cheese
It's been
metaphor.
a long time, hasn't it, Mr. President? Bet you'd never see me again.
I have no earthly idea who you are.
Hey, Caesar,
Are you
welcome to the
serious?
stream. How are you doing tonight?
I was in Soldier.
How splendid for you.
I was
now
in
back
Soldier.
to the matter at hand. I believe it was cheese.
The only cheese I plan on seeing is Swiss when I put holes in you.
Hey, guys?
I'm
Uh-oh.
about to unload red bullets into this sucker. What do you want?
There's a giant robot coming at us.
Fun.
And now, my rats, let me introduce you to the brass
I'm
ball.
good. Doing pretty good, Caesar. Just watching some Team 4-star content tonight. We started out in Dragon Ball Z, a British Christmas special, and moved on to Final Fantasy 7.
Your metal dick is mine, motherfucker! I was in Soldier, damn it!
A mix of both,
Ding,
it
ding,
seems.
ding.
All right, guys, now listen. If we want to defeat this robot, what we need to do is come up with a plan.
A plan. Can't believe you named it.
There's no time! The bomb's set to explode any minute now!
Oh, great!
Ooh, yeah. Tifa is such a bitch in this.
Can you do me a solid?
Oh! Good for him. Tifa deserved it. She's such a bitch in this.
Hey, y'all. Thanks for watching. Now, if you don't want to fuck up like Cloud did, then click on the like and subscribe button. And if you enjoy watching people get drunk every time they die in Bloodborne,
Hi,
by the way, then click on the stream
Emily?
4-star
I got
button.
it on
Don't
Amazon.
like it, please. Don't forget to click on the description to follow TFS on all their social media links. And finally, click on the Dragon Ball Z Abridged button to watch the 50th episode. How the hell are these cloud-looking ass wannabes able to shoot energy beams out of their hands?
Pull my computer closer so I see the comments. Japable? Yeah, I got it on Amazon. You get everything on Amazon. Comes with a whip, too. I don't have it on me, but it does come with a whip.
Cloud. Hey, Cloud.
Hey.
Am I dead?
Well, that all depends on your perspective.
Oh, God. I am dead.
Well, no. But we're all dying if you think about it.
But am I dead
That's kind
right
of
this
true.
second?
Nah, you're cool, cutie.
Oh, thank God. What?
Wake up, cutie.
Uh-oh.
Wake up.
Cutie. Morning, sleepyhead.
Yay, Sarah.
Cars
That's
are for
more
the road,
realistic
silly.
than what it says in the
Roofs are for
game.
the roof. But don't worry, my flowers cushioned your fall.
Yeah, I'm sure that helped.
No, they didn't.
You look familiar. Flowers! Oh, you monster!
Go fuck yourself! Oh, yeah. Sorry about that.
Well, all is forgiven.
Seriously?
Of course. You apologize, so I must forgive you.
What?
So...
She's too sweet. She's sugary sweet.
name? Is it Starbreeze? I bet it is since you fell from the sky.
Actually, it's Cloud.
I never put that together because he fell from the sky.
My name is...
Aerith. 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 Aerith.
Aerith. So, Mr. Cloud, what were you doing up in the
It's
sky?
not too bad. It's, I mean,
was,
it's like PVC, so you might be cold or hot. It's gonna be whatever the temperature is in the room, pretty much.
Ooh, you have friends.
But it's not too
That's
uncomfortable to
amazing.
wear.
Aren't friends the best?
Oh, they are. They are.
The mask will leave marks on your face, so you better, once you put it on, you better plan on keeping it on.
They must be so worried.
Welcome back, Papa.
Well, I guess Cloud's dead. Guess we all owe Biggs $10. Yes!
What can I say? It,
How's it going,
nice
Moonlight?
to have friends.
So, do you want to come
You
to my
guys
house
think
and
it
meet
looks
my
that
mom?
uncomfortable?
Okay, so, listen. While I appreciated you watching me sleep in your church flower bed, I really gotta get going.
Oh, really?
Your flower bed.
Friend.
Oh, I've had a busy day. I don't know if I have the fortitude for one of your friends.
Wow, I love building forts. Maybe my friend Mr. Reno likes building forts too.
Your friend Mr. Reno?
Hi, Mr. Reno. Do you like building forts?
Oh my god, that'd be terrible, Bubba.
Hello, Eric.
Yeah.
Remember what we discussed regarding your house?
To never leave it.
And where
Wait,
are you
who's
right
this?
now?
I'm in the church.
Ah, that's right. Looks
Oh,
like
that's
we're gonna
Reno?
have to take you back.
Aw, you're such a responsible person.
You like the
Well, I
Raven
have to be
cosplay
the
better than
big
Catwoman?
break in the fucking rules.
And so assertive.
Hey, bud. Why don't you quit harassing the girl?
Hey, bud. Why don't you shut the fuck up and mind your own goddamn business?
Oh, you two are buds?
Yeah, we're
He
friends.
wishes he was my bud.
Nah, I'm good. I got enough ambiguous-looking friends.
Oh, is your friend a mirror?
No.
Ah, you paused. Oh, speaking of buds, meet mine. So listen, bud, if you don't...
Hey, are those flowers?
Hey, did Root send you to interrupt me?
No, sir. His orders were to,
What?
What?
Babysit.
Not interrupt you?
Babysit?
Yes, sir. After the incident with the falafel stand, it has been deemed necessary that you are accompanied at all times.
Seriously, I drove over...
Hey,
Wait, what happened to the falafel
change my
stand?
mind. Let's go meet that mom of yours.
Really?
Yeah, let's go right now.
Hey, let's go the special
Oh my
way.
god, she's so sugary, sickening, sweet.
What's wrong, Mr. Cloud?
I'm allergic to heights.
Oh, and we're really high up.
So what you're saying is, because of the awful falafel,
Pull me up!
I became unlawfully awful.
Yes, sir. That's exactly it.
Wordplay!
Wow, guys.
Has just enough, but more leggy. Because Raven basically doesn't wear any pants. Gotcha.
Where the fuck did they go?
Mom, we're back.
Oh, my earthly angel. You've returned to our spiritual garden. I was sensing your live stream energy.
Oh my god, her mom's
Well,
like a
it
huge
all makes
hippie.
sense now.
And who is your friend?
No
She's
wonder they're
quite
both
beautiful.
sugary sweet.
Actually, I'm a guy.
And I am an oak tree, spreading my roots and nurturing the life stream.
Okay, so it was very nice meeting you, Aerith, and you as well.
Super cringe.
But I should be going.
Already? Aw, but Mom was going to make dinner.
Orange peels with a side.
This is making me hate Era.
Tempting.
We always invite Mr. Reno, but he says his Turk blank hole bosses never give him a day off and should get off his blanking blank.
Reno works for the Turks.
Oh, yes. My darling angel is so special. They always keep an eye on her. One time I was meditating in my crystal garden, and they kicked down the door. They
Oh,
were
that's
so worried
nice.
about her whereabouts that they started breaking everything we owned.
Even your magic smoke face, right, Mom?
Yes, even my vaporal gateway into Shiva's garden.
Okay.
And the Turks work for Shinra. Whoa, hey! Hi!
Hey, Mr.
What?
Cloud.
How did you do that?
It's a secret.
Really? You didn't just use fairy dust to fly here?
You believe in fairies, too?
So yeah, I'm going.
Are you going to your house?
I don't have a house.
Let's go
Wait,
find
no.
your house.
I'm using until my life. Well, who knows? Maybe she'll actually find me a
It's perfect!
Yay!
The playground. Yay.
It's got everything a livable house needs.
Yeah.
A sandbox, a ladder, and a slide. The
And a
basic
cute girl.
amenities.
So, do you do skydiving for a living?
Oh, no, I actually used to.
Do you
be a
do
member of Soul-
skydiving for a living? I just got that because we fell
I
through
was,
the sky.
First class.
Wow, that's really cool. I used to date someone in Soldier.
Oh, seriously?
Someone
Who
would
was
date
it? I
you?
might know him.
His name was...
Whoa, hold that thought. Tifa?
Tifa? Do you know her?
Yeah, that's my friend.
Oh, your friend.
It is a giant fat
Girl.
Kibidi house.
How quaint. Let's go meet her.
Wait, oh, no. Yep.
Uh-oh.
Yep, I have lost control of my life.
Poor Cloud.
Hi, everyone.
Yeah, I mean, I think I like this better than,
If you liked the video,
Dragon Ball Z Abridged. I'm really enjoying this.
Subscribe button so you can stay updated. Vegeta is standing on the edge of his anger. Watch him play the greatest game ever made by clicking on the Renegade for Life button. Plus, that poor little noseless bald child seems to be getting really scared. You should click on the Krillin Plays button to see why. Lastly, if you want to follow TFS on all their social media, click on the description. Now, let's go.
How come they have like 2 layers of videos? It's kind of weird, right? They have like 2 layers of end screens. Maybe it's because they changed YouTube changed the way they do
Okay, this doesn't make any
end
sense.
screens.
Why was Tifa riding in the back of that carriage?
I'm sorry,
Why was she
Bubba.
wearing that outfit?
Oh, does she not normally dress that way?
No,
No.
she's usually wearing less.
She's wearing too many clothes.
Hey,
It's
man,
odd.
Did a girl in a blue dress pass by here?
Listen, buddy, I see a lot of girls in a lot of different outfits.
Okay, she has brown hair, about 5'4", looks 20, long legs.
Yeah, that's not ringing any bells.
Enormous tits and probably insulted you?
Oh, yeah, her. She's got a mouth. You know what
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
saying?
really remember
Oh,
much
God's
about
sake,
Hellsing
be
and
okay
Ultimate
with her.
Abridged.
Oh, are they going to pick flowers?
Yeah.
Nope, but there's gonna be a lot of plowing, you know what I mean?
Elaborate.
Uh-oh.
Corneo's Girls Only Mansion. We pick up some girls for auditions, and if the Don likes them, they get the job.
Cool.
What kind of auditions? Like for dancing? I did ballet for 3 years, so I'm super flexible. Want to see?
You don't say. Want to audition behind that card over there?
Do I?
No,
No.
Eric, can I talk to you for a second?
No, this is bad. This is bad. A lot of plowing. This is making me want to play Final Fantasy
It would
VII.
appear to me that Tifa has been kidnapped by a mafia leader with the intention to give her the sex.
The
She
sex.
can't do that till she's married.
Yeah, okay, anyway. She's in need of a rescue, and since Cornholio's mansion is girls only, we need a plan.
Girls only? What if I go in and find her?
By yourself?
Yeah,
Wait, is Aerith
you
wearing
got the whole
pants?
incorruptible purity vibe going on, and those guys will probably eat you alive.
Like a strawberry?
If your name was Strawberry.
Well, you could protect me.
Not unless I dressed up like a woman. Okay, no.
No, yeah.
Gorgeous woman.
Poor
I
Cloud.
bet you'd look like the most beautiful woman in the whole world. I bet you'd look even prettier than Tifa.
So what you're suggesting is that not only would I be rescuing her, but I'd also be way better looking doing it.
Yep.
I don't hear a no. Stay right here, Mr.
I thought
Norman.
she wore a dress all this time. She was wearing
As
pants.
pretty as your guy friend over there.
Okay, let's get going.
Hi, mister. We need the prettiest dress in the world.
Ah, you want the pretty dress? You come to Giuseppe. Good choice. I make a dress for you, huh?
Oh, no, it's not for me. It's for my friend here. It's his first dress.
First dress. Oh, I make for you the greatest dress in all the land.
What's wrong with the ones you got out here?
Bah, Giuseppe spit on those. Giuseppe make you a dress worthy for a man of your
Giuseppe, you just made my good list.
Ah, Giuseppe on everyone's a good list. Yeah.
I like Giuseppe.
Let's go find more stuff to doll you up.
Sure, let's ride this train all the way to the end.
Stop Wig Central. Choo-choo.
Okay, no.
As I have told you, I
Yay,
sold my
wigs.
last wig to one of those weird buff dudes from the church. All I have for sale now are drugs.
Sure.
Yes, very sure. Drugs are all I have for sale.
Maybe check the back?
Sure, let me take a look. Nope, all drugs.
Oh, looks like we've been derailed.
Stop that. Where is this church?
Welcome to the Church of Brodin. Have you come seeking swole septits from the swole?
Swole septits from the swole father.
No. We heard you had a wig.
We want a wig.
In the crown of golden locks.
Yeah. Think we could, like, borrow it?
Ha! You dare walk into the Iron Temple and demand the righteous locks of Brodin?
Yeah.
We challenge you for it.
What? A challenge? We are listening, Valkyrie.
Cloud was in Soldier, so I bet he's really good
All
at doing
drugs,
exercises.
24/7.
Like squats?
Aerith, what are you doing?
A curious challenge.
Squats.
We accept. Squatically!
Squaticles.
Summons the mighty Squaticles.
Oh my! He dare challenges the vascular quadriceptical prowess of Squaticles. I say he is in the
Praise
head,
the
bro.
Soul Father.
Really need to do
We
some
must
stupid
sacrifice
exercise
our
challenge
gains
just
to
borrow your
him.
wig?
Indeed you do, outsider. But tell us, why do you wish for these wicked-ass locks?
We're turning him into a woman.
Oh, well, you can just take it if that's the case. Seriously?
That's nice.
Of course. No one should ever be challenged for their lifestyle.
Aw, they're so woke.
Is there anything else we can help you with on your journey?
Do you know any place where we can get more girly stuff?
Squaticles knows a place.
Of course he does.
Just drugs. Am I, the owner of my own store, sure that I have anything else besides
Sure,
drugs?
Bubba.
Nah, I'm pretty sure.
Well, do you know a place where we can find some girly stuff?
I don't know. Why don't you try the Gentlemen's Club down the street?
That sounds like a good idea.
Wait, why would a club filled with gentlemen have...
Oh my god.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Glad you enjoyed my show. If you liked it, then give it a like and subscribe. Feel like getting
Transformers.
spooked this month?
Robots
Check out
in
TFS's
disguise.
Top 10 Western horror games to see if your favorite got on the list. And there's no disguising how much fun this looks. Click on TFS
How many
Trailer
Western
Transformers
horror
Devastation
games
to
can there
get your
be?
fill
That's
of awesomeness.
really specific.
Before I go in for some entertainment, I mean, complete my mission. don't
There are
forget to
barely
click on
any
the description to check
Western
out TFS
games.
on all their social media pages.
Oh, doesn't Cloud
I
look
wonder if
pretty?
they take soldier bucks.
Man. Now I want to cosplay Cloud. I want to cosplay Cloud dressed up as a girl. That'd be an awesome cosplay. I've got to figure out how to do this now. I'm gonna have to go watch a video of the game and see what the outfit options are.
Hi, Cloud. How'd it go?
Well,
So, you got some panties on you?
You're in luck.
Got what I needed.
hey, can we stop by a place real fast? One drugs, please.
Yeah, she's a little jealous. And like, super sugary sweet. Too sweet.
You need any help, Cloud?
Nah. I'm good.
Really? Because you've been in there for 2 hours.
I just really
Do it, yeah.
like the fabric.
It's an awesome idea.
Giuseppe used only the finest of a chocobo silk.
How do you even get that out of a good
Chocobo.
Chocobo.
Wait, why is he stoned?
Okay.
Why is he stoned?
I look
So cute.
You really do.
I'm Giuseppe's pride and a joy.
But Papa, I thought I was your pride and joy.
Maybe if you are married,
So I just need like a really ugly purple dress and some cloud hair. Did he even put on a wig?
I have found your mother.
Are you a hooker, baby?
Don't disrespect your mother like that.
Yeah, we should go. I'm coming down at the worst possible time.
We're back, Mr. Dorman.
Hey, Toots, gonna audition?
Yep, I brought that friend.
Oh, your friend got a name?
My name is,
Oh, he bought drugs from the drugstore. Okay, that makes sense.
Thunderhead?
You are gonna blow expectations.
Thunderhead?
Hello there, sir. We're here for the audition.
Alrighty, I'll get you to sign this form, and afterwards you can head straight on down to the sex dungeon.
What the fuck?
It looks like he's kind of wearing like a geisha outfit.
Yes. Oh, thank God, she's
Whoa.
Nice outfit.
Tifa.
Did your grandmother lend it to you after her funeral?
It's not nice.
Yay! Hi, you must be Tifa.
Oh, thank God.
Why do the girls get pretty dresses and poor Cloud gets that ugly purple monstrosity of a thing?
Cloud, he's alive? Mm-hmm. We snuck in to rescue you. It all started when he fell from heaven.
Honey, I'm gonna need you to focus the fuck up and tell me where Cloud is.
Pleasant. He's here. You already met
Yeah,
him.
she's not pleasant at all.
What are you talking about? The only people here are you, me, and that spiky
Spin around.
Oh.
Yeah, laugh it up.
Oh, man.
30 seconds later.
How did you do the boobs?
That's a good question.
Okay, I'm done.
Perfect. Now we can.
I'm sorry. I'm really glad you're alive and all, but I just can't get over the boobs.
Guess I know what it's like to be one of your shirts.
Oh, sick
I
burn.
have huge tits.
Well, they're not that big.
I'm glad you seem to find it.
Earth is like flat as an iron board.
Really? Because being trapped behind Don Corneo's Chocobo Bangwagon showed otherwise.
We were having a moment before he noticed you.
Cloud, you idiot. I wasn't trapped. I'm here undercover. Apparently Don Corneo has info on Shinra and Avalanche.
Oh. Well, what were you gonna do? Beat it out of him?
No, Cloud.
Don't even know how you put 3 bras on top of each other. Muggles.
She's interesting. But seriously though, fear is a great motivator. Especially when his pants are down and I've got that fierce grip.
Oh, please tell me you were gonna take the gloves off.
Cloud, you know me better than that. Now get out of here before you mess this up for me.
All right, ladies, the Don will see you now.
Uh-oh.
Oh, God damn it.
Well. Would
Who's
you
he
look
gonna
at the
pick?
Spread I have today. Which flavor will I partake in? Strawberry.
Fruit?
It is. But maybe I'm in the mood for grape. But you know what they say about blueberries?
What?
They contain antioxidants, lower the risk of heart diseases, and...
Boring. So, little lady, what's your name?
Uh-oh.
Thunderhead?
I've made my decision.
I don't remember I don't remember if she took her gloves off for this or not. I'll have to look and see.
I'm a virgin.
Prepare my chamber.
Uh-oh. Yeah, that's not like a...
I can't believe that I was chosen. I'm so lucky.
Yeah.
Oh, baby, there was no competition. You're just so reserved and shy.
Yeah. Hey, so you know what? It's my vagina raring to go for that.
Oh my gosh, so cringe.
Secrets pertaining to espionage.
Oh, well, this'll moisten you up, sweetheart. Shinra is going to destroy Avalanche by dropping Sector 7's upper plate right on top of their secret base.
Holy crap.
today.
Wow! That's really overwhelming!
Right? I'm actually the one who found where Avalanche was hiding. So, Thundy, it's your turn to secret.
Uh-oh.
Oh! Do you really?
Am I the only one who finds, cigars, like, really homoerotic?
Yes! Yes!
I have a dick.
I'm a guy.
Even better.
Oh, didn't expect that.
Fun fact about that grape, it's high in vitamin D.
I just told him I'm a guy.
Me sideways. Can't have anything today, huh?
Well, how about I give you the info you dressed all slutty for?
First of all, I was dressed hoary. Second of all, that would be great.
Yeah, she dressed slutty normally.
Dickheads at Shinra plan on destroying my home/job?
You live there?
British cheap, Cloud!
Your name is Cloud? That's so beautiful.
See, he agrees.
Shut up! did you figure out
Max
where our
Fury.
Oh, well, there was a pinball machine at a bar my agent went to.
Say no more.
Well done.
Wait,
It's been swell.
what?
But
Wait, Thunderhead. I just need to know.
what?
Do you think you could ever fall for me?
Seriously?
No.
I'm gonna go to my hot spring.
Ugh. Thank God all these dead bodies broke our fall. Anyway, thanks for watching. my
Yeah, I
show.
mean.
Don't forget to like and subscribe since that's how YouTube works now. I reckon.
Does he kill all the women he has sex with? How does that work?
One hoedown of a good time, partner. Oh god, that's stupid. And who doesn't love icky, slimy parasites oozing through your body?
I know, I
Top
don't
10
love them.
horrifying parasites to see if your favorite got on the list. You sick.
Horrifying parasites in video games.
Surprised that one of
Fun.
them were down here in the sewer. Follow TFS on all their social media links by clicking on the description. The hell was that?
Ow. Hell was that? Episode
Okay,
7.
sir, but once again, I must implore you that dropping an entire section of the city on top of another section of the city to kill, from what I'm being told, 5 people, okay, is not only financially irresponsible, but our PR will...
Yeah, it seems like a terrible idea.
Well, you see, Reeve, we live in a world of absolutes.
Yes, we do. As in, this is an absolutely terrible plan. Okay, I'll use a metaphor. It's like you're trying to make an omelet by dropping an entire section of the city on top of
Okay,
another
that's
section
nice,
of
Bubba.
the city. I'll be honest, this sounds like something Heidegger yelled out in a meeting and no one challenged him on it.
Oh, why would they challenge such a practical plan, Reeve?
Because it's practically insane! President Shinra, not only are we killing hundreds, nay, thousands...
It does seem like a
of
terrible way to
lives,
deal
we're
with
destroying
5
some of our most
terrorists, now
profitable
that I think about
areas.
it.
The distillery district, the water park, that falafel stand that we all really love.
What happened to the falafel
Urban
stand?
developments, this is the most counterproductive situation imaginable.
Oh, I'm sorry, Reeve. We were just being men of action while you were making that bonsai tree in your office your wife.
I'll make you my wife, you son of a...
Heidegger, Reeve does have a point.
Thank you, sir.
It's a
Our
terrible
PR
idea.
will take a noticeable hit. And if our consumers take issue with our actions, they are more than welcome to sign up with one of the other energy companies. Oh wait, we crush them under our chocobo skin shoes.
Bubba?
And much like them, this Avalanche group will feel the full force of Shinra. I am willing to utterly and completely destroy our enemies, no matter how many omelets need to be made.
I don't think that's
Do
the
I
way the
make
phrase
myself
works.
clear, Reeve?
Yes, sir.
Besides, who could possibly stop us?
What the f is that? Oh my god!
Yeah, I want to know how Frieza Diggy came to be. That's a good point.
So,
I'd try, Bubba.
can we talk about what just happened?
I named it. Yeah, we told you not to do that while we were killing it, now didn't we?
Aww.
Sebastian.
Poor
Oh
aw.
my god, who the hell cares?
You think you could lighten up for a bit, Tifa?
Oh, lighten up? Oh, I'm sorry if I'm a little bit tense right now. It's just that after hearing about how Shinra's planning on dropping a section of the city on top of another section of the city, the one I live in, and then fighting a giant sewer monster named Sebastian, I have a bit of a short fuse!
Aww.
How short is it?
Now, why don't you two do me a solid? Stop flirting for a minute and come with me to stop Shinra from destroying our livelihoods!
Well, to be fair, you're the only one that works at the bar.
No!
It was Sure.
That's true. It's just her livelihood.
Find Barrett and the rest of Avalanche to warn them about Shinra's plan.
I think they already know.
The Barrett-led buffet is
Uh-oh.
open for business!
It looks like they're fighting Shinra, but they've got things under control.
Oh.
Friends got one.
Wedge, are you okay?
Wedge is not okay.
Okay, I got a plan.
What is it?
Let's go kick some ass. Soldier style.
Soldier style.
Eric, go to the bar around the corner. There's gonna be a little girl named Marlene there. Tell her Big Sis Tifa and the blonde jackass sent you there, then take her somewhere safe. Also, she has a gun.
Oh, I'll take her to the safest place I know. My mom's house.
Yes, perfect.
Cloud, I need you to do something for me.
Oh, the
What is it,
fuse,
man?
yeah.
We're dying, Cloud. I need you to tell Jessie that I've always thought her voice was hot.
Oh, really? Because you guys have always said...
It sounds like she's blowing me, you know?
Oh, dude, come on.
Aw, man.
Yeah. You're not upset, are you?
Oh my god, this is terrible.
It's actually kind of funny that he thinks his dick is that big.
Oh man! Oh my god! Oh, she's dead.
I'm gonna miss those guys.
Tifa, where the hell have you been?
Trying to get the information about Shinra's plan.
Well, how in the hell did they find out about us? Was it the pinball machine?
It was the pinball machine.
Yeah, it's
Damn it.
definitely
By
the
the way,
pinball
I'm here
machine.
too, because I survived that fall and...
Perfect! Now make yourself useful and act like you're something worth shooting at.
Good to know I'm surrounded by
It's
people
harder
who
than
love
chubby
me.
girl's undercarriage.
Oh, no.
Don't mind me.
Wait, they've been in other Final Fantasies?
Gonna introduce
What
us
other
to
Final
your boyfriend,
Fantasies have had big mudge in
He
them?
wishes he was my boyfriend.
I'd pay good money to see you in a dress.
Kill him before he talks more! Oh, how the tides have changed, Marina. Now you get to meet...
My friends. And let me tell you, they always listen.
We can't hear you.
What? I can't hear you.
We cannot hear you.
I can't hear you.
You are unaudible at the moment.
Oh, God. Barrett, get him out of that. I'll take out Prince Dyes' hair.
Prince
Please,
dyes his
babe.
hair.
The curtains match the carpet.
Oh, you dye your dick, too.
No, I actually shave sugar tips.
Ah, that makes
Too
Oh,
much
rather afraid of
information.
hurting your vagina.
Nah.
Oh!
You destroyed half of my enormous dick.
Yeah, okay.
All right, Cloud.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I'm going to shoot the magic pyramid away from you on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
You son of a bitch!
Don't you ever refer to my primary birth giver like that?
And that's my cue to leave. Ow, 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 bad to wear tight pants.
Hey, thanks for shooting me, by the way.
Oh, no problem. And if you ever need a second dose, just keep being a smartass. Now I gotta get my baby girl out of here before it's too late.
Don't worry, Cloud's friend took care of that.
You mean this friend?
Aaron!
No, that girl sells flowers. Greetings, Avalanche. I am Tseng, leader
Hey,
of the
Sing.
Cats. I have acquired your friend.
Aaron! Where's Marlene?
At my mom's house.
Oh, thank God.
Well, how did they capture you?
They said they had a helicopter.
She's been a person of interest to
Wait,
us for
what?
quite some time.
She just wanted to ride on the
Even observing
helicopter?
her. However, involving herself with known terrorists means she must now be brought in for experimentation. Orders from Dr. Hojo.
That sounds nice.
On her!
I don't take orders from you.
Oh, I'm gonna fucking slap your shit, you slick-haired Shinra cocksucker!
Charmed. Now, if I'm not
That girl
mistaken,
sells
you
flowers?
have a minute before you die? Have a nice.
How did they remove all the captionings from this?
I can fix this.
Oh no, Cloud, we've been down that road.
They must have been
before.
playing the PC version or something and modded it.
I'm gonna swing. Tifa, get on!
Don't gotta tell me twice.
Hey, make room!
My arm is not a seat, Cloud!
Just go!
Whee! Well, Aerith is captured, but at least Marlene's safe. They didn't think they'd try to rescue all the other people living in Sector 7? Inception horn.
How could it all go so wrong? Biggs, Wedge,
Jesse.
all dead because of me.
Yeah, it's all your fault, Barrett.
How did it get so out of control?
Probably when you started blowing up their facilities.
Yeah, that probably did it. Instead, it could left.
Well, because there would be like captioning, like the little blue box with the captioning.
When I went undercover to
on
get
here
in front
normally.
of Don Corneo, Cloud showed up dressed as a woman. He thought I'd been kidnapped. Then we had to line up to be selected for the lover position.
The lover
Don
position.
chose Cloud. Cloud's fake name was Thunderhead.
You're the salt of the earth, Tifa. Okay, I got time for maybe one more episode.
Make sure to like, comment.
Got like time for one more episode, and then we gotta call it a night.
Dragon Ball Z Gaming Marathon starts now! With DFS plays Dragon Power. The war might never change, but your attitude will when you check out DFS plays.
Is he still laughing? He's still laughing over Cloud.
Click on the description to follow us on social medias. Okay. Alright. Okay. I'm good. Now let's go find my baby girl.
I want to cosplay as Thunderhead, yet. I think I would make a good Thunderhead.
So you're telling me that my baby girl Marlene is in this quaint little cottage?
Yep.
And that this cottage exists in the ghetto?
Yes, yes, this is Eric's house.
Cottage exists in the ghetto.
You need to go in there, sit Aerith's mom down, and tell her the bad news.
There's blonde friend.
It's not Christmas yet.
My daughter's been kidnapped.
Oh, no way! How did that happen?
Well, they offered her a free helicopter ride. How can anyone say no to that?
Believe it or not, very easily.
Oh, you must be the father of Marlene, that beautiful angel Aerith brought
Yeah,
over.
you can tell by the
Well,
resemblance,
thank
right?
you for assuming that automatically. That is a refreshing change of pace.
Well, I can sense these things. Also, she has a gun, and your hand is a gun, so 2 and 2 together.
Fair assessment. So where's my
Makes
baby girl
sense.
at?
Oh, she's upstairs in Aerith's room playing bar with the cat.
She's playing bar with the cats.
And I must say, it's so nice to meet another person who adopted a child.
Hold on, what?
Oh yes, Aerith is actually the last of an ancient race called Cetra, who are destined to lead a chosen few to the Promised Land.
Oh, okay.
Why do you think Shinra would want to kidnap her?
I don't know. Why would they want to kidnap
Are you gonna
her?
be renting her room at all?
I guess she does need a new place to live, in all fairness.
You see, I found Aerith 15 years ago.
Whoa, hold up. Found?
Oh yes. You see, one day I went to the train station to sell my herbal inhalants. They curb
Herbal
anxiety.
inhalants. They curb anxiety.
I'll be your mom.
Wait.
That's not creepy.
I can't help but think you may have skimmed some parts.
Oh yes. Aerith's birth mother did say something actually.
Please take care of my daughter. daughter and I, we are the last of the Cetras, destined to bring a chosen few to the promised land.
No, I can't stand this all night. At some point in time, I will have to pee.
To try that sweet cuss!
Okay, close enough.
You know that's not how adoption works, right?
I'm sorry. My mind is a bit foggy from the herbal inhalants I just inhaled.
Makes sense.
I haven't had anxiety for over 20 years.
That must be nice.
You seem relaxed considering your daughter's been kidnapped.
My daughter's been kidnapped?
Marlene! Now, Marlene, sweetie, Daddy needs to go and avenge his fallen comrades while rescuing the nice lady who rescued you. So stay here and be nice to Mrs. Ayers' fake mom. However, if she has you selling anything, remember to take a 15% kickback.
Smart thinking.
25%, exactly, baby girl. You passed the test. I love you.
Hey, everything ready to go, man?
Cloud, on one hand, I'm sad to leave my baby girl here for an unforeseeable amount of time. But on the other hand,
you have a gun.
On the other hand, this seems like a very safe environment for a child.
Yeah, except for all the drugs.
Should we?
Bigger the bounce, bigger the ass.
Oh, thank God that's over.
Oh, feeling better, Your Majesty?
Now that I'm on solid ground?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Quick question, guys. After you come down from being redonkulously high, does your mouth normally taste like paint?
I don't know, does it, guys? I never really get high, so I don't know.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Oh, really? Sweet. So, what's the plan? Because I was all...
Well, we're down to two options. I want to storm through the front door, guns a-blazing.
Killer.
And I, as a former soldier...
Uh-huh.
No.
We know. You went to school in Boston.
And we're in.
I might still be a little high, but I like Cloud's plan.
Oh.
Oh, I see how it is. Bear's getting jealous.
All right, follow me. This isn't so bad, guys. Takes me back to when I was in soldier. Oh yeah, this is. Oh,
fun.
This is a killer workout, guys. Oh, I am feeling it.
23 stories later.
Oh, I cracked myself up.
Cloud.
What? How many floors does this place have?
Oh God. Guys.
What?
The door's locked.
The sound of suffering.
Hello there. Are you here for the Shinra bi-monthly meeting? I take it you're with the urban development team?
Why did you assume that?
Perfect. The meeting is on the 66th floor, and here are your elevator passes.
Wow, thank you very much.
That was nice of her.
I cannot believe we just got away with that.
Seriously, they thought you were with urban development.
I wonder why they thought that.
I have no idea why they would think I was in urban development. Oh, damn, right.
What are they laughing about?
And so, to Reeve, I retorted, but has the stock fallen as fast as the Sector 7 plate did?
Oh, that's terrible. That's horrible.
You know, it's not funny to laugh at the loss of life like that.
Oh, Reeve, you just had to be there for it.
I was! I was looking out my office window as we killed thousands of innocent people. I cried.
Aww. Are they laughing at him because he cried?
I'ma kill him.
Let's do it.
Guys, can you keep your murder boners in your pants, please?
Can't tell my murder boner what to do, Cloud.
Murder boner.
We still need to find out where
Wrecked with rage.
So then, on to the meeting at hand. All of you, collectively, in this first quarter of the year, have gone 700% over budget. Now, I would like to go over some things our money has been spent on.
Probably dropping that Sector 7 plate
Exactly.
has something to do with that.
Of assault charges levied against you. We've had to pay off judges, police, the assaultees.
And the witnesses.
I wouldn't blame you, Zion.
Oh, how could I? Because when they don't accept our bribes, you assault them, thus continuing what I like to call the assault spiral.
Oh, I am so naming an attack after that.
The assault spiral.
Now on to Scarlet. our weapons
I
development.
never noticed
executive.
Scarlet's hair is
Baroness of
green.
Weapons Development.
My apologies. The Baroness of Weapons Development. You built a giant cannon.
Hey, Slater Man, how are you
Indeed.
doing tonight?
I heard it's very, very powerful. Top of the line technology.
I will only accept the best.
Yes, but the big problem is it is pointing in one direction.
Can't tell my murder boner
and
what to do.
It does not turn, thus making it useless.
Funny. I could say the same about you several weeks ago. That's right. I had sex with Reeve.
Did he cry during that too?
Scarlet's banging Reeve.
God, I can't believe she would use him like that and then belittle him for it. God, what a bitch.
Really? You seem to be laughing a lot, Palmer. As the, quote, Executive Chief Director of Space Acquisition and all the cool space
Space
stuff,
acquisition.
Would you explain to me how you spent 10 billion gil to buy, and I quote again,
How are you doing tonight, Slater
10
Man?
Spaces? Oh, well, that's easy. First, you take both your hands and you make a telescope out of it. And then, what you see in the night sky there, that's one space. And then, you take 1 billion gil, which is how much one space costs, by the way, and then you toss it into a fire.
Oh.
And the smoke delivers the payment to space.
That makes sense.
And that's how you buy space.
Guys, you know you can buy
Reeve,
space?
I would like the space program budget to go through you from now on.
Thank you, sir.
Ah, but I want to go to space. I wanna.
Fine, Cousin Palmer. You will go
Oh,
to space
nepotism. Well, that makes sense.
Yay, space! Ever since I was a child.
These are the people who have been beating us.
To be fair, we did have that pinball machine.
But they did have that dumb secretary.
I'm doing
How
good,
about I see
Slater
her
Man.
so cheating?
I
Getting
would
ready for
prefer to end
Christmas.
This meeting by finally going over the
Christmas.
science division spending issues. But once again, the exec isn't here. So, with that said,
If you're taking umbrage with how I'm running my division,
Unreasonably unpleasant and prolonged creepy
you
chuckle.
can say it to my face, Reeve.
Hojo, it's so refreshing to see you out of your lab for once.
Well, I've been preparing our latest subject for experimentation.
Dun dun dun.
She's quite innocent and naive.
Yeah.
When I told her we would be experimenting on her, she responded, "But I thought that only happened in those colleges."
Yeah, that's definitely Aerith.
Oh, yeah.
The reason I'm here is not to
That's
sate
good.
your curiosity, Reeve. Rather, to inform President Shinra that everything is going according to plan.
I am most pleased, Hojo. How long until the information about the Promised Land is extracted from the subject?
Oh my god, Aerith's fake hot mom was right.
Well, that all depends on how long I have to stand here and defend my methods to a group of Neanderthals.
Welcome to being a researcher.
Very well. Much like a present given to my
Kingslayer
special
Network
boy,
knows.
this meeting is wrapped.
So when they say extracted from the subject,
We have to follow Hojo.
We're heading, but we gotta be real sneaky like.
By the way, Hojo, are you certain that this Cetra will not escape like the last one?
Not to worry, sir. The 60th floor's back door has been
How you
sealed
figured that,
for
Bubba?
years.
Normally I tell you all the lies.
Alright guys, so I gotta call it a night.
I'm so filled with rage that I fear I might blast out.
I got one more stream before Christmas. Stream tomorrow night. I'm gonna play some Mario Maker, I think. So I'll be here around 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then is Festivus. And then, I think that's right, yeah. Yeah. So tomorrow night is 6. I got confused because it's 1 a.m. so it's now technically today. Today at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time I'm playing some Mario Maker. I don't remember ever saying that, Bubba. And then the day after that is Festivus, and then Christmas Eve, and then it's Christmas night. So I won't be streaming after that until after Christmas. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the stream tonight. I'll see you guys tomorrow, hopefully. Have a good night. I'm gonna go ahead and put on the outro screen. Bye, guys.